looking at bishop g6 threat, but somehow a bit maybe, neglecting that there could be also some threats against his king one day.
Yes.
But that's also, like a very typical thing. Also, my kids are playing also chess, and I know that when I look at the games, there's a huge difference with these young players also. What they see for them and what they see against them. Yeah, there's like a gap of a couple of hundred of rating points, yeah?
Yeah.
If it's for their own threats, they see them very easily and they can miss like simple threats for the opponent, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's actually very interesting insights you know from personal information. Okay, also one thing that I just noticed when I was walking around the playing hall, we have 2 youngsters playing in this tournament that won Slovenia Got Talent last edition. And they won by playing chess, blindfold chess. Actually, not blindfold chess. They were solving blindfold positions in Slovenia Chess Talent, and they won it next to some mathematics. It's like life calculator. You give them 25 times, I don't know, 171, and they will tell you the result in less than 30 seconds. So 2 very talented youngsters, Frida Kaloch and Edvard Kaloch. Frida is playing on board 29. I don't know where is Edvard. Probably a bit higher. Frida is still young. She was actually, I think, second. No, she was 4th in European Championship under 8. Oh, something happened here?
No, moves go fast, simply like f5, bishop g7. Bishop g7, it's,
Bishop g7. Wow.
I don't know why that one, and it was also relatively fast. Yeah, here he had a couple of options, and here he should take his time. And this was a bit fast, he decided for that one. But okay, we take a look at Frida and then we can come back.
Of course, and I think Edvard on board 28 as well. So 28, so they're kind of close. They're next to each other. So board 28 and 29, brother and sister. Yeah, brother and sister playing next to each other. Yeah, so they basically they are like working not only on chess. I think Edvard is also programming in Python, and they both play an instrument. They run marathons. Basically, they're super kids, and it's always nice to see that they're still participating in Slovenian chess tournaments.
That's cool, yeah.
It's very cool. Yeah, absolutely. It's amazing.
So briefly see her game.
Let's go.
So take a look here. White should take on d5. Grabbing the opportunity to take the whole center, but she went g3, and now
she's sticking to her structures. By the way, I want to say she was 4th in World Championship under 8 this year, sharing the 2nd place. I think she was in tie breaks. Then
she's
4th.
Still under 8.
Yes, she's still under 8.
In World or European Championship?
I think it was World, but
World. Okay.
Again, I am not 100% sure. Yes, you can see her checking out her brother's game as well. She's just standing up and cheering for him. Yes, so she's going into some these Catalan type of structures.
But she seems to know some stuff. She knows that she should play for the e4 plan.
Yes.
And she executes it nicely.
Nice. Very nice.
Rook h4.
Beautiful. This is what I like.
I also like that move because it makes sense since the dark squared bishop is missing on e7, so the rook feels quite safe on h4, and maybe there can be some issues.
Yeah. Okay, going for knight g4, trying to get the mating attack going a bit too soon. Yeah,
it's a bit slow, because we could count that white made 3 moves with that piece. Yeah, it was f3, e5, g4 to exchange a piece that made 1 move, and so you lose a couple of tempi there.
And mostly the problem is that e5 is coming with a tempo. So after knight g4, queen g4, e5, just loses, well, not really loses a pawn, but it's something we don't want to have.
At least now things could get a bit unpleasant for that rook. But it was taken on d4, and now we have a very symmetrical position.
A very equalish position, and b3
let's see how she's handling that one.
Yeah.
And her brother we also take a look at.
Okay.
There's something went wrong with castling.
Looks like, there was some check on b4 and king f1 was played. Was it maybe just artistic moment or a blunder? Let's see.
No, it looked like creative at least.
It looked creative, right? Yeah. So taking on c4 and.
But here's something also. Somehow knight c3 is not fitting that well because not putting enough. Yeah. Taking enough control over the center because here after cd4.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, you would prefer to have the knight on f3 now
of course,
at least, yeah,
yes.
instead of c3.
Of course. Yeah.
Okay, knight b5, and here comes the knight. Bishop b4 check, and here he had.
Here he played king f1 instead of bishop d2.
Just
so
not
it
exchanging, and now. Yeah, okay. Now it's.
Okay,
very similar,
black,
and they both obviously like to play some Catalan, yeah.
Yeah, I think I mean they probably have coaching hours together, so they might have same openings and same opening knowledge. But there was a moment instead of queen c4, knight b5 immediately, right? So instead of playing,
Ooh, that's a nice move.
Very nice tactical moment because knight c7 is a big threat, so a6 is not possible. Probably knight c6 would have been played here, and then maybe we can go something like knight f3, right?
Or also you can
like this,
renew the threat because knight d5 is not working.
Absolutely, yes. So that was a cute moment. I'm sure when they will check the game, they will see it and they will understand that this is also a motive in these positions. That's very nice.
Yeah, it's a very nice move, this knight b5 here. Because what about knight a6?
What about it? Yeah.
Then knight f3.
Just knight f3. This
typical. Now this is a huge threat.
Yes.
Because there will be, the queen has to leave this diagonal, and then there could be a double check.
For example, c takes d4, knight d5.
So where does the queen go?
And let's say we include bishop before king f1 in the artistic way. Yeah, the queen moves, and then suddenly.
Let's go here, and then.
And suddenly.
We have some nice finishes or something. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, yes.
At least knight d6 check is the huge threat, yeah? This double check.
Knight c7 as well,
as well,
and taking the rook for free, this looks like very nice.
But all that didn't happen, and now it's a very calm position. And probably it will not make a huge difference that the king is on f1 later, probably will go to g2. And white has some chances in that endgame.
Yeah, no.
One more look at left. Okay, things are going on there.
Yeah, let's see.
At huge speed.
So, a lightning speed indeed. Yeah, in the meantime, there's also, I would just like to speak about some prizes. There are not only normal prizes in this tournament, you also have the Cool Vibes prize. And yes, it's like the whole tournament is just very entertaining because you have team events, rapid events, blitz events, 960 events. We have evenings with grandmasters and so many things going on.
I was surprised that you started to mention the prices without having a script because there are so many that I thought, how will you keep track of them?
Okay, wait, you want me to count all of them? So,
yeah.
No, because there's also category prizes, under rating prizes, there's woman prizes, there's senior prizes, of course. But just in general, I think it's so cool to just pick a player that has the coolest vibe and hand him a prize of 100 euros.
Yeah.
It's like, here you go. You are the coolest.
It's simply also fun just to think about how it will be decided who will nominate, and you think, okay, who can. It's just nice, yeah. It's a nice idea. I like it a lot.
I like it a lot. And one next thing that we also have is we have dress code every day. And today the theme, maybe if you notice, it's red.
It's red, yeah.
It's red. Again, we were not aware of it. Actually,
no, but it's enough if one of us.
I didn't know about it. I didn't know about it.
I made it up. It's enough if one of us. You didn't know it's red?
I didn't know it was red. I came here with a red sweater.
You didn't know?
I didn't know. Nobody told me. And I came here with a red sweater, and I see that like all the organizers, so Daria, her daughter, Anna Srebrenic, they're all wearing red blazers or red tops, and I'm just like, oh, so today's red, I guess. Nice. So this is also something that is very fun to follow, and we can see lots of players wearing red, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Actually, there's quite some red there, yeah?
Yes, some brighter, some darker red, but there's a lot of, like, more than usual red in the playing hall.
Yeah, and it's nice. And also now, till now we had extremely busy tournament because we are just 1.5 days in and we already have 3 rounds. But tomorrow there will be lots of side activities.
Lots of side activities, like
And
touring
then
the Bled Castle, the lake, morning walks around the whole lake. There's gonna be soon this also seminar in psychology and chess. I'm gonna host a simul in 2 days at 10 o'clock in the morning, and of course evenings with grandmasters every single night.
Yeah, so it's a full program, and somehow it's also so much program that even theoretically you cannot do all because some things are taking place at the same time. Yeah,
Yes.
because it's just too much.
It's just very rich program, indeed.
Maybe
However,
we should ask them to have the festival for 2 weeks to really fit everything in what they are planning to do, but it's just 1 week.
yeah, it's or just have a free day for some activities as well, because playing chess is exhausting. And imagine like you play chess for 4 or 5 hours here, and then you kind of want the rest. That's why we're in a hotel with a spa, with the pools, and the players not only can relax by going or doing the activities, they can just go to the spa and enjoy the tournament and their free time here as well.
Yeah, and that's also a very nice thing that there's a lot is offered, but if you decide, okay, I want to do things on my own, a player can take up to 3 buys in the tournament.
Yes.
Take half a point, play the rest of the games, and then spend the days however he likes or she likes, or just be part of all the program. And
Yeah, absolutely.
so you do it just the way you like it. It's very nice how it works out.
It is very nice. Yeah, and we can definitely go back maybe to some top boards, even though I'm sure that this game is going to be very interesting, but we will look at it.
I wanted to see what Emma does, because
Emma,
somehow
sure.
you telling all these prices, I thought I was reminded of this long theoretical battle, what they all know.
Yeah, so if there was an opening battle prize, I think this one would be a top contender so far.
White is still in the book and putting pressure on the clock,
Emma down to 35 minutes.
Very unpleasant situation for her.
I guess she knew about knight g5, but I'm really surprised that Peter is still in opening theory after rook takes f5.
Yeah, but it simply is so much information. Maybe she played an online training game he saw or something. Or she had already a game and he prepared maybe with a coach for it.
Yeah, like it's a very good question.
It has to be some specific preparation, because otherwise, it's just too much knowledge.
Yeah, it has to be something, because I really doubt that any player, I don't know, under 14 has this kind of file at home. I don't know who they work with, though. Maybe they're working with some specific coaches that are giving them these long lines.
Yeah, but they are very deep. Very deep in the notes, and it's not like it's the main line of the file.
I think I have the file on this B5, and it doesn't go this far. No. At some point, it's like, now it's time for you to think.
So you will ask afterwards, who is the coach, and maybe.
Yeah, I need some files. I need the coach and I need the files. No, but the question is, after bishop f5, rook f5.
There's still one game in the place,
Yeah.
They're still following the game.
So bishop c6 was played in the database. Maybe you can also check the opening book if we can find it here. Yeah, we have the game actually.
Is this?
2023 was played. Okay, and bishop c6 was played there, which is also the best move by engine.
So bishop
okay,
c6.
nice.
Is this? Maybe this is a correspondence game or not?
Let's. Now we slightly messed up the.
Misclick. I'm back.
No, we just wanted to know, if it's correspondence or not.
It should be. I don't know.
I guess we'll
see.
see. Somebody will check it out for us. But bishop c6, if it was the engine line and there are 22 players, 22 rated players, I think it must have been
okay, then you could argue that these players are 200 points less and they also know it, So
bishop c6.
Okay, let's assume you don't know, and which move would you play here?
Yeah, because I was considering, what happens after h6, because then after king g2, let's say I would go rook g5. That's one thing, and then the other thing, in case of h6, rook a5. If I should go something like then bishop c6 or bishop b7 or bishop b4.
Yeah, but isn't that just giving extra options?
Yeah.
Because you could play this bishop c6, bishop e4, or bishop h3 just now, and then next move h6.
Yeah, but what's the difference?
Yeah, I don't know what is the difference, but
yeah, this is what
you just give the extra option of king g2. Maybe it's not good, but you wouldn't allow it otherwise.
Okay, yeah. I mean, is something wrong with h6 though? If you check the engine, maybe there's something that we're missing.
King g2.
King g2 and just rook g5 is something you don't want. Okay, good to know.
No, you should make this move first and h6 next, yeah? And the engine is offering also another move, bishop b5, but that's tough to see.
Oh, bishop b5.
And cutting the rook.
And after something like, let's say, h4.
Then h6, I guess.
Yeah, and a4. You know?
And bishop c6 back, yeah.
Oh, really? Wow.
That was...
Wow.
Yeah, that's difficult to play. I guess a more human way, I mean, if you don't know, you will go bishop e4, rook a5, and h6.
And that's also fine by engine, right?
Yeah, white is slightly better, but...
I mean, that's kind of impressive opening preparation by Mikic Peter, because if this is kind of... if this is the best line, yeah?
Because this also looks logical to cover the a pawn, yeah?
Yeah, h6 and just knight d2 and...
And white seems to enjoy some advantage, yeah?
Yeah, this is a very nice, interesting advantage, even though... it's because black is the pawn down, okay. Makes sense.
I mean, it's not an easy position, and she's spending a lot of time, and soon will be an hour down on the clock.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah, no,
definitely. How would this graphic look like with this? We see these timings, yeah?
The decline.
Huge hole where...
No, and also just the opponent not being at the board. I'm sure he's still in the opening book. I'm not sure if he's aware of anything else than bishop c6, though. I think she will not go bishop c6, right? Think more naturally you go bishop b7 because it protects a6. Yeah,
I think bishop b7 looks like a very natural move. And there we slowly see the line dropping.
Yeah, it is.
Black's time is going down.
Yeah, no, it's not an easy position to be pawn down. Especially when your opponent is still in theory. I would not feel good in this scenario, but I guess she has to think this through here. If she finds bishop c6, bishop b5, it's very impressive, of course, but it's also not wrong if she plays something else.
No, already if she plays any other move than bishop b7, I would be surprised, must say, because it looks so logical.
No, okay, bishop e4 makes sense, because then you can take c2, yeah? So h6, knight d2, bishop c2, and then also d3 is coming. So this makes a lot of sense, actually. So either this, bishop b7 or bishop e4, I would assume would be played here.
But I mean, how she's looking, I mean, she doesn't look like she's scared or under pressure. She just seems very focused. Yeah?
Yes, that's very nice to see for sure. Let's jump on board.
Let's see, just
board 37.
This last board, just to see if but it doesn't look like it will be the day of the youngest participant, so we...
Wait, so after queen b2 we have a threat of rook takes d5, right?
Bishop d5 also.
Also bishop d5, yes.
Okay, I mean, still a lot of things could happen, but the pace is still, he's fast.
Actually, I don't think since we've started seeing his game, he has not moved from 1 hour and 8 minutes.
Yeah.
I think he's been here for a long time.
The opponent takes the time. So, but now we start at the beginning, we start to see the top boards, yeah?
That was fun. Now let's get serious.
And come back
to board number 1. So, let's see, where did we leave it?
Also in the middle of the preparation,
after h3, yeah.
But this h4, e3 wasn't such a dangerous preparation as in the game of Emma. I wouldn't be that scared of h4, e3.
Yes, yes.
Knight b6, okay. And bishop a2. So you
Yay!
nicely predicted knight b6.
Okay, and then it's up to black.
A5?
Yeah,
Okay.
A5. Because in case of bishop C5, also B4 could be annoying, so A5 makes sense.
I'm completely shocked. I mean, by this first line of engine, I mean,
What is the
it's
first line of
King
engine?
E7
Oh,
for getting the bishop here. Huh?
no.
No, the point is that bishop E6,
And King E6.
and you will take with the king.
Oh my.
And since anyway you will end up by taking with the king on E6, for the engine it makes no difference if you start with bishop D6, king E7, or if you start with king E7. But okay, if king E7, then I mean such a move it wouldn't cross. Yeah, if this move crosses your mind, it's probably a bad sign.
For the wrong reasons,
Yeah, it's
probably
a
not for the
bad
right
sign.
reasons.
Yeah, if you consider king E7 here, not a good.
Okay.
So let's go on A5 and knight H3. I like knight H3. It gives some sense to H4. H6, knight comes to F2. And knight A4.
Oh, knight A4, nice.
Attacking P2 and provoking P3, which would lock in this bishop, and that would be a very, very sad piece. So
But that's why knight D3 was played instead, not to be closing our beautiful A2 bishop.
of course, yeah. No, there's also this concept, I think it was by Chess for Zebras, where you should talk with your pieces, yeah?
What? What do you mean talk with your pieces?
Talk with your pieces, a sort of positional way of...
So ask the knight if it's fine defending B2 square.
Exactly, yeah? And imagine what the bishop would tell you if you want to play P3, yeah?
Okay, sure.
That guy would be really angry with you.
Okay. So you talk to your pieces?
No, but it's a nice concept anyway.
Okay, so it just applies to give out to maybe younger players?
Okay, it's like many advices. The more you heard, maybe one is fitting for you and can help you. Or it will be one situation that will help you. So let's go on knight D7 and knight D2, knight C5. Knight goes to C4. Somehow I like white. Attacking this D6, protecting here. Feels like white has some advantage here.
I mean,
In this position also we have still the old evaluation of the engine, +1.
Yes.
But even here it looked like white is just safely better, yeah?
Yeah, but in these positions, white is typically, engine gives the advantage to white anyway, but in general the positions can always be tricky because there are lots of pieces on the board and it's very easy to make some weaknesses in your camp and then suddenly it's completely different.
But did you see the time?
No. Oh my. Zanas with 1 hour 11 and BT Ozaren with 26 minutes. That's
it's huge
we have a very nice graphic as well to see the wave going down. So that means that Zana was just in prep till probably
all the time,
move.
because you saw the line. Yeah, the line was just a straight line this way.
Yeah, he probably thought for the first time.
Maybe he was once not at the port, to lose some time. So 1 hour 17 here.
Yeah, still in the prep. Oh, still in the prep after knight a4, huh?
What's going on? I mean, we already concluded that h3 there were no games.
There was novelty, yeah.
And then everything is in prep.
Or maybe just over the board bluff.
Impossible, no?
Impossible? Okay.
It's only now that he started to think, yeah? So 15 moves in prep, yeah?
Yes, and...
What are these people? What are the people doing, yeah? Like, they're not the same place, I mean... They're playing the game, you have to go for some lunch and still they're prepared like crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Impressive stuff.
They're taking this very seriously. They're taking this tournament extremely seriously. I mean, the first prize is 1,000 euros, so it makes sense to really try to do your best all the time, and they seem to be very well prepared, which is just extremely impressive, yeah.
I really like that one, yeah?
Yeah, and after f6, so he's thinking the first time after f6, right?
Yeah, now he's spending some time.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It's now time to find a good plan. I don't know, are we up for the exchanging the pieces, or can we long castle, or what would be the ideal scenario for white?
Yeah, I mean, that were definitely the candidates. Yeah, long castle has a plus because you cover this b2.
Yeah, and we do also put the rook on the d file.
Taking on d6 looks extremely tempting to make this
Weakness, yeah.
weakness. Yeah.
Oh, he did it, I think. And we could. Oh, what a nice camera! Also, that was very beautiful angle where we could see him taking the piece. Yeah.
Took on d6. Yeah.
Took on d6, yes. And now we have the d6 weakness, and we're kind of controlling d5 square, which
And
is
I
very
assume
nice.
now it will be long castle.
I think so too. It's time.
We saw that in general he's playing relatively fast.
Okay, what
Sanas, but okay, also it's definitely prep.
it could also could I consider knight takes c5, because I don't think you can take back with the pawn because of b3 and you're losing the pawn.
And so now you don't care about your bishop.
No,
yeah?
I do. I actually really don't like maybe
No,
bishop
but
b3 or
also
something.
the problem is you win one pawn, but here if this different
Yeah.
colored bishop come,
Okay, true. Yeah.
I mean black is not forced to take immediately, but whenever black wants, black can take on a2 and you get these different colored bishops, which give a lot of destroying opportunities.
Okay, then let me long castle first in
Yeah,
that case.
That one
Because then b3. No, it's again b3 would be weird. Bishop b3, let's say, would be an
put
idea.
that one out and then
Yeah.
slowly
Yeah, just slowly play b3. Like first stabilize.
make the bishop on d5. It will be so happy, huh? Grateful forever. That one on d5, no?
Yeah, it would be nice. But also again, like you have to deal
But
with
okay,
c5.
I mean,
yeah?
let's say knight c5. It looks more logical
Yeah.
because you want king e7 to cover that one, and yeah.
Yeah. Now we start putting pressure. Long castle, rook d2, rook d1.
And there's this d6 pawn is less of a problem or this weakness of the d5 square because white doesn't have a knight. I mean, with a knight there would be knight on c3 would be horrible, yeah. Black's position would fall apart. But here king e7. I mean, black is of course worse, but defendable, I would say. You put bishop d7, bishop c6, and
Yeah, I was
keep
looking.
the position.
Yeah, for sure. I was looking also at the scenario of rook d2. Let's say, I don't know. Let's just say that you want to go rook d8, rook d1, and I don't know. You.
Now I should not blunder that one, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Let's say. Okay,
b6, or what
Yeah.
other move?
you have to go b6.
Or what was the idea you wanted to show?
No, I'm just trying to think how I can get rook d6 in.
This
You
one,
know.
yeah. So
but
somewhere here and
somehow,
you take rook d6, yeah.
Somehow it's just because then you just win this end and kind
Here
of
it would
smoothly.
probably work, yeah.
Yeah, it would work.
Here rook d6 and there are lots of threats.
Yeah. Like,
And,
This would be kind of very
and in
smooth
the
win.
case
But
if we protect here, then you would change everything and then
yes, going to this pawn endgame.
there will be a winning pawn endgame, extra pawn, and that should be very easy. And it would be very easy. But okay, let's see how this will go on.
Yes.
That decision, this is one I dislike from white. That basically here, if you take on d6, you should know what is your follow-up.
I think you're just long castle. Yeah.
But he spent some time
He
on
did
long
spend
castle,
some
yeah?
time. Yeah.
So usually, I mean, here you should know what you do, and then also no second guessing. You trust yourself with your decision, or you think here because here you have a couple of options. Yeah, you could take c5. You can no need to. I mean, knight d6 is not the forced move, but once you play knight d6, you should follow up with long castle or whatever was your plan and trust yourself there. So Nico, we left it somewhere here.
Yeah. c6.
a4, queen a5, f4, knight went back, queen d2, makes sense, yeah. Rook c8 or cd first, cd he played, and rook c8. Yeah, I like black's moves, and
Yeah.
it's exactly what
Yeah.
you want. As a
Absolutely.
stronger player, it's a very double-edged position strategically. I mean, pawn structure is not symmetrical. Then we have this bishop pair against bishop knight. So there are a lot of imbalances and chances to outplay the opponent.
I would agree that Nico knows what he's doing in this position, and I don't think that there's gonna be anything crazy.
Okay, we go on next.
Okay, so Silva, how did we turn into this?
This was today with so many knight of this was the d5 move. Here
Yeah,
we stopped.
d5,
e5
yeah.
came.
And he played e5. Okay.
Going into some French.
I support that. And now after queen c7.
And had another piece sacrifice.
Did he do it?
No, he also went.
Because my first thought was knight b5, but somehow I
will pretend I heard knight d5. Yeah.
No, I wanted knight b5, but okay.
Knight d5 was so.
Okay, knight d5 is better. Sure, I'll trust you.
No, it's e6. Yeah, this is the point.
Okay.
But we can take a look at knight b5 also.
Yeah, no, I just wanted. No, there's nothing after knight b5.
After
That's what
knight
I
b5, it's
like.
not
It's
really
over.
going
The
on,
attack is gone. So, but that was my first idea.
But knight d5 takes everything, and e6. This is very annoying.
Yeah.
Because the problem is, if you move this knight here, then ef7 comes.
Yeah.
Double check, and the king has to take, or
And
if the king takes, it's mate. So here it's. And taking here, it's also not pleasant because the knight takes and all sorts of discovery checks are in the air.
Yeah, no, this would have been such a beautiful sacrifice.
Yeah, it's the second time. Yeah, Silva, we had knight f2. I need to check also. We need to check what he did in second round to find out what happened there. But yeah, that he had another chance for a huge sacrifice.
That was another beautiful opportunity.
Bishop f4, which is a good move.
Yeah.
I mean, just missing the opportunity. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But bishop g3, I mean, not that much to criticize because even the engine shows that black is better. It looks still like a very double-edged position with this f4, f5 idea coming.
I mean, I was even considering knight f5 sometimes. Okay.
I think by that point it will be clear that he will not sacrifice, yeah?
No, I want sacrifices. Please.
Maybe it will happen, but yeah, something to look forward.
Yeah, definitely.
So what happened with Leon? This is a very
solid.
Yeah, classical play. And this b5 here makes sense. ba4 is a bit surprising because usually you would play b4 once a4 comes. That's the standard reaction. But he took on a4. Bishop b7 and it looks like white is slightly better, but it's not that much.
Yeah. I'll trust you.
And here.
Okay, so
Black didn't get mated.
And somehow, not only didn't he get mated, he kind of came out very solidly out of the opening. So after e5, okay, we took on g6.
He takes on g7, looks also logical.
Yeah, queen h6, king.
Who would resist from that
yeah.
check? That move I don't like that much. Why he takes here? Somehow d5 looks better to follow up with g4.
But at the same time, if you can get your bishop out on c4, you're having a perfect position.
Yeah. If we get there, yeah?
Yeah, but maybe that was the plan somehow.
Okay, knight f4, queen e7, and now
queen g7.
Queen g7 is coming. Queen g7 came, and this endgame, black is doing very well, yeah?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. That's showing this tribute to the Slovenian legend.
In a good way.
Yeah.
Yes. Showing that 1d6 is indeed a very playable positions. Even though, I would be very scared after h5, but he really did blitz out e5 and it turned out quite well. Do you think white took on g6 and kind of simplified it a bit too fast? He should have held on with some pressure? Yeah,
somewhere here white must have gone wrong. I would still, I like this d5 to have g4 option. So if the knight, I don't know, let's say knight b8 to get a similar position once you go queen e7, now at least I have some room to not change the queens but run away, yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, it's not going to be mate, and sometimes this is what happens, that you just you're just looking for a mate or like attack, and then things go wrong. Yeah. So it will be interesting how White is adapting to this change of pace here. Yeah. From attacking now, all of a sudden, he ended up in an endgame.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this is. I mean, of course, the game can still continue in a very interesting way. 8-7 can also still be a weakness. If knight f6 could be removed, like by knight d5 in the future. Oh, they think agreed a draw. I think there was a draw offer after bishop b5, and they just shook hands.
Yeah. Okay, from
Fair
Black's point of view, I mean, he survived everything, and 120 moves on one day. It's enough. Yeah, nobody can blame him.
No, we definitely. And also two rounds in a day, it's always tough. So if you have an easier game, one of them at least in a day, that's always a pleasure. Okay.
So we see maybe.
Where's the Alapin? So after d4, we saw queen b6, bishop c4. Taking on d4, knight f3 played immediately, and let's see queen c5. Yeah, we both were shocked at this move, because after queen d4 we're not.
Somehow it looks like Black will anyway have enough problems to get this development. I mean, going. So why to make another move with the queen? Yeah?
That's so surprising. After queen c5, yeah, somehow I think they played
why
queen
not
d4, but
just to go away, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to take that one, I feel like this cannot end well, yeah?
Yeah, that's true.
You're not there with all the pieces.
Okay, so yeah, just bishop b2, because I was considering maybe queen d3 or queen b3 first as well.
That's what happened, queen b3,
okay,
and now knight b6.
Yeah, okay. And then bishop b5, bishop b7. Too many exchanges. Okay.
Here she could also consider staying with the king, I think.
Yeah, she could.
Because knight on f4, it will never come. Bishop is covering that one.
But castle is also fine.
Yeah, but it's an endgame. You want to stay already, I think.
Okay.
It would make some sense, yeah.
It would make some sense, okay. Okay, so so instead of queen b3, so bishop b3 you say was a great chance.
Yeah, I mean, to keep the pieces on the board, but probably something was misjudged. Yeah, maybe she overlooked knight b6 or underestimated knight b6.
Yeah, probably underestimated.
Because
maybe
playing in I mean, first to sacrifice the pawn, playing in this attacking fashion, and then simply to turn into this endgame, it doesn't look like it was the plan. It looks like it just happened.
Maybe, yeah, somehow maybe she wanted to include some c4 in the position or after bishop b5, but it just never works out. Nothing works out.
Yeah.
Or a4 or something. But yeah, okay, that's fine. Because if you want to exchange everything, I think in the original position, then you go queen takes d4 instead of queen b3.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Where you...
Yeah, queen d4, and then I think you take, and knight b6, and now bishop b5 or bishop b3 or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think this is a better version of it. So
yeah.
I think she did misjudge something or miss something or blundered, so... She also had interesting or kind of long game in the morning, so yeah, both of them did,
to miss some things. Yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely fine.
So we take one look maybe at Emma or the birthday boy maybe.
Birthday boy, we can do both.
And then maybe we take a small break, yeah, after the birthday.
I do think.
To find out how old he is.
Yeah. We need to Google so many information. I already forgot. There's gonna be a busy break.
Okay, so where did we leave? We left somewhere here.
Yes, that was where we left.
Bishop a3 came. We were talking about b5, we were talking about bishop e3 or bishop a3. These were sort of our candidates. Bishop a3, one of them knight d6, queen e2, a takes b, c takes b. And now, I don't like that Black exchanged somehow. I thought Black should try to keep the position, know how to do that. But opening up with this f5, it feels wrong. It feels to play in the hands of the pair of bishops somehow. Once the position opens, queen c2, queen b6, king went away, and b5. A very nice move. cb5, and here White is spending time.
Oh, wow.
a5 looks tempting.
Yeah, wait, so how is black supposed to protect this d6 knight after a5?
At the moment with b4, yeah. If we attack it now, b4
Yeah.
will happen. But if we
But
include
if we
a5,
include a5, yes. Because if you have to go queen d8, then I think that's extremely dangerous.
queen d8, it looks like you put one more piece into that. Into the
Yeah, but okay,
problem.
you survive
solved.
for one move after rook f6, but I assume there has to be something like.
I thought you want counterplay with rook f2, but okay, rook f6.
I mean,
yeah, it will just.
I wanted the
increase,
other rook on f6 maybe, but it's just the same. It's
Yeah,
fine.
I thought with the other rook, even some backrank issues could come
Of course, they
one
could.
day.
Yeah, they could always.
But yeah. So what happened? He played queen c5.
Whoa!
Solid move.
Also with the plan of pinning this guy forever.
Solid move, but maybe not good enough for the. So how is it working? Queen c5, bishop c5. Can black sacrifice? Because if black would be in time to exchange somewhere on a4, it should be enough for a draw, I would guess. But how? How will we be able to do that? Yeah.
How will
Knight f2. For example, if the king goes here, can we take on? No, we cannot. It's check. Yeah, we need to take on f8. And probably king would go to g1 also. Yeah. To attack the knight. Yeah, I don't know. This line, it looks bad to me. I mean, the computer
I don't
is
think
not
we'll see
showing
this.
much, but it's
I don't think knight e4 will happen. I
yeah,
think.
but what will you do? I mean,
Okay, take and I play rook 8 f6. But
rook
then
8 f6. Yeah.
yeah. And if you go rook d1, then I go knight e4 and hopefully survive.
Yeah.
It's shaky, but okay.
I don't know. I didn't want to go rook d1. I thought
No,
ab.
No,
But
okay.
if you take on e4, I think I can
No,
do
wait,
it. Yeah?
wait.
I can do it because then.
No, but
this
bishop
check.
f8, but I have knight f2 inclusion as well. So it's not like it's.
Okay, if I'm very lazy, I will take here with the rook.
Okay, sure.
Then
That's
and then
fair.
take with the bishop, and that's.
Yeah, that's
I don't
fair.
have to look then at too many things. Yeah, no checks in.
No, I
intermediate
mean.
checks. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just like blurting out the first move that I see. It's not like I was calculating 94.
Yeah. But it's also long day for us. Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
most of us are not calculating that much anymore. Yeah, like it's.
Yeah, it's like just after
We
queen.
can also blunder easily. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, just trying to figure out what to do, and that's how not to lose the game after queen c5, bishop c5, and not to sacrifice an exchange. Let's say I don't want that, you know.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't also. I mean, once you cannot get rid of this a pawn, I would also be hesitant to sacrifice it.
Yeah, because okay,
But he puts very nice pressure
Yeah.
against Leonard.
yeah, very very good pressure.
I mean, he could be, let's say, could be even tougher, but and also the time management.
But you know,
It's
queen
good.
c5 is very classy move. Yeah,
Yeah.
going into an endgame where black is pinned and he maybe has to sacrifice an exchange and slowly grinding out the position.
Yeah, I mean that's also something a bit underestimated. That once you reach some better endgame, that I mean simply the chances, the percentage. Yeah, if you win half of the games and half of the games a draw, 75%. Yeah, maybe it's even you can even get more from some end games. Like it's not easy to have this in middle games because you're always there's a chance that you will blunder something and you will lose some game in between. Yeah.
Yes.
So it's not a bad strategy to
No.
just go into a better endgame if you have the chance, because you just minimize the risk of losing.
Yeah, like just like exactly a very classy move due to that reason with a5, and there's the two rooks being double on the f5, like you said, counterplay with rook f2 comes eventually. Yeah, sometimes rook f2, queen g5, just giving this knight on d6 for the checkmate attack. So definitely could be scary, and I really like queen c5
Yeah.
being a classy
And
move.
probably also taking in consideration, I mean, I don't know what are the strengths and the weaknesses of these two specific players, but in general, younger players, they're simply better in calculating. Yeah, like probably the biggest advantage the younger player has over the older one, that he is just, I mean, calculating faster and seeing things faster. And so you also taking out these options a bit with queen c5, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And I would assume that experienced player like Prasnik Anton, he's also taking things like this in consideration.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, we'll see. This can definitely turn out well in many different scenarios. As we saw that Leonard is a dynamic player already in round number 1, even though in an exchange French. So definitely we might see interesting continuation of the game. But I think it's time for us to take our first break, and we will back with the action after a few moments. Welcome back to round number 3 of Bled Chess Festival. After a short break, we saw the playing hall, checked the players, saw the sun is setting down and the time is ticking down as well. Very interesting positions that we covered from board number 1 all the way to board 37.
Yeah, there are interesting positions and there are many stories also, like we had already very interesting, like 3 generations playing in the same tournament. Yeah, many things happening and it's hard to cover them all.
Actually, just one fun fact, when during the break, I actually checked if Praznik Anton did play the first 2 games because I didn't see him. He took a bye first 2 rounds, so probably he had to work or had some other plans, and now it's actually his first round today.
He's just joining now the tournament.
So he has 1 point, and also Nico Praznik took a bye, and also Silva that we saw on our top 4 boards, he also took a bye.
He also took a bye.
Yes.
So yeah, people are making use of the fact that they can take byes, and then you also have other players, like if we look at this position of White on its board 7.
Yeah.
And he not only played in the morning, he played 98 moves, fought a hard game, tried to convert an extra pawn to win the game, but in the end it was draw, and now it's continuing. Yeah? Like some players, they cannot get enough, and he was also the last one yesterday at the Grandmasters evening, didn't want to leave there, and then still the whole day
So was
busy.
was 98 moves then the longest game so far?
I would guess so, simply by the number of time. Yeah?
A
Like
lot,
with,
yeah.
I think they played close to 3 o'clock, so there was hardly any time to go for lunch.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's the longest game. But okay,
Absolutely.
there's also something. Yeah, we can find out. I hope
I
that
think
he
you're right.
doesn't have to break his own record in the afternoon. It would be too much, yeah?
That would be a lot. That would be a lot, because he did also mention yesterday he's on vacation here. He's here to enjoy some good company, some nice Slovenian food, and then, you have to play till 3 o'clock. So he did play for 5 hours, which is, in this time control, pretty tough.
And it looks like that one could be also a long end game, yeah? Because I had the feeling he's sort of a fighter. He will not make this draw, so he will try to search for chances.
Yeah. This looks, this f6 also consolidating the black pieces, but I feel
I
like
like f6.
Yeah,
I mean,
me
you
too.
can never take on
Yeah.
g5 because the h-pawn would take, and there would be nasty pressure on this pawn on h2.
Yes.
And yeah, so you need to keep the tension.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe knight c4 is somehow a move that I was looking at.
Oh, knight c4. Yeah, that looks.
Maybe also bishop c4.
Mhm.
Yeah, something to c4. Maybe even pawn to
Something to
c4. I don't know.
Something to c4. Okay, sure. What? You wouldn't go for something like knight f1, putting your knight on f5 or something?
Yeah. Okay, knight f1. It looks a bit tricky. That there's some. Yeah. That you run into some stuff.
Yeah.
But it's probably, hopefully, there's nothing terrible happening.
Yeah, then there's nothing. There's always knight g3 in the worst case scenario. But yeah, maybe that's unnecessary.
But okay, it's also a nice idea to bring the knight here.
Dude, like it's interesting, but yeah, like this g4 is kind of really.
Like my first impression was that black should be better, but now I see a couple of moves, and maybe
It's not.
usually
it's
if you have some options, it's a good sign, yeah.
It is a good sign. Yeah, it's not like the position is clear, but black is very comfortable in my opinion.
This was also I played that once with Dreyev, and when analyzing with him, he would say like it was sort of his evaluation of the position. He said like, here I have a couple of options, I should be fine, without clarifying which option is the one that should be fine. But just the fact that he had a couple of options was enough for him to stop there. Yeah? Once he only had one move, he knew that things could get tricky. Yeah?
That's actually a good way of understanding the position.
So let's see if this, and it's sort of fine, like
it is fine, yeah.
It's close to equal and many moves, and even a3, b3, this is what the engine wants.
Yeah.
But I assume that most of the moves like knight f1,
Yeah, okay, bishop c4 is the
getting
problem.
a bit unpleasant.
Okay, yeah.
And okay, knight c4,
Knight
it's
c4,
possible,
that's fine.
but bishop c4 seems also like a decent, also. Even c4, c4, bishop g8.
Whoa.
Bringing the bishop here, c4 looks a bit too much, also weakening d4.
Yeah.
Always have to be careful. When moving pawns, they cannot go back, yeah. Have to be more careful with such moves.
Yeah, okay, definitely. So yeah, that was definitely an interesting fact about round number 2, and also now in round number 3, having to play this tough kind of end game.
By the way, his opponent who played these 98 moves, we saw that before the time control, he drew the game. Before the break,
Yes.
not time control.
Yeah, I was like, which time control?
We reached time control. We reached move 40. We had a break.
Yes.
Yeah, it felt like usually it's
It
the
did.
time when it's time control. You go for a coffee. You have a small break, and then you come back, and
That's how
that
it
was the
felt.
feeling I
It
had.
was-
Yeah. So
yeah,
it was
yeah,
just
yeah.
our time control.
No, it was very great to see that.
Let's jump on first board. Just see the timings, and it's very intriguing.
Oh.
1 hour against 2 minutes.
Wow.
That's definitely a lot of pressure.
Move 26 as well. 14 moves to make for BT Osren to reach extra 15 minutes, and White is putting some pressure on this D6 pawn. This is not very comfortable.
Especially when this knight will come to f5. I mean, this f5 square is really made for the knight.
Yeah, it's a beautiful,
It
like,
cannot be
not.
driven away anything, yeah? Like it's
Yeah, and also if you wanted to stop it somehow with knight e6, knight e4, there's always c3. So I black is probably really looking at the b4 and some active play here as soon as possible.
or some really sad setup. It also comes into consideration.
For example,
I don't know whose move is played.
Yeah, black
Rook
move, yeah.
b6, knight e3, and now knight
Oh.
e7. You protect that one 3 times, and if the check comes, I go here, and I'm staying for the rest of the game.
And only 1 minute left for BT Osren to make a move. This is a tough situation to be in.
Yeah, because you have to make this principled decision. What is your strategy of defense now? Maybe a smarter way of defending passively is that the knight covers g7 and the
Okay.
king can stay
On
in the
d7.
I mean, in case the knight comes.
So knight e3, rook b6,
Yeah.
knight f5, king d7. This looks like it shouldn't, like, I don't,
It's not nice.
it's something you don't
And
want.
it's very difficult to make this decision because once you settle for this passive setup, you're forced to stick with it.
Yes. And which passive setup you want, if you even want it, yeah?
Yeah, and I mean, maybe you will lose in 10, 15 moves and you cannot do anything against, or you lose your nerves and you try to be active before.
Yeah, you can try at least some
Yeah.
before, and okay, there's 14 seconds left, so
And there
He
will be
has-
always the chance to blame yourself afterwards for
Before, yeah.
making the wrong decision. And he's putting pressure, yeah, b4, a4 at tempo.
yeah.
I mean, as you would mention, it's not the polite way of playing. You
Yeah.
didn't write down.
No, but for example, your opponent is low on time and you play it immediately while he's writing down the move. Of course, like it's not the politest way, yeah, because you have 1 hour.
Yeah,
So you just want your opponent to lose on time.
but
Not in the
also-
position, you want him to lose on time.
But you could also argue that, I mean, nobody forced him to spend all his time.
No, of course
so
not.
it was his free will, free
And
decision.
3 seconds, yeah. No, absolutely, but you know, I don't know. You know, it's kind
Yeah.
of like you don't respect your opponent somehow, or you just care too much about yourself.
I know that next time I will really have a bad feeling to play like this because
I
I
do.
would
I
do
always
it.
do. I don't know. Okay,
What?
whatever. Okay, so
No, but you would write down the move, yeah?
yes, and
Yeah, but I wouldn't. I would
I
play
know,
like
I
I
know.
did, and now I will have a bad
I,
feeling when I will do it, yeah?
yes, you should.
Because you're not going
I'm
backwards.
putting
yeah?
pressure on you.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I don't, it's fine as long as it's legal. It's fine, of course.
So what is happening? It
after-
was c3, and now black took on a4.
Yes, he took on a4, and again, like very low on time.
And that
rook
seems
a5.
like a wrong
So that
decision.
was,
because
but what else? You know, are we supposed
keeping the things together somehow,
to?
no?
How? What can we keep together?
There's a third setup to put the rook to d7 and king to e6.
Oh,
So
so rook b7.
rook b7.
Okay, that's so tough, though.
Yeah. It is tough, yeah.
This is very tough.
But somehow it was really position should be closed because once it opens up,
Yeah, now knight c5 was played. Yeah, this it's not like, yeah, I mean, I wanted to say it's not like it's clear, but knight e3 it's pretty clear. But then still rook b7, we can set it up, right? Knight e3, rook b7, right?
But can't the rook come also from the last rank here? I'm not sure where am I going, but it's simply, yeah, another way to put this attack. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a very, very difficult situation.
it's extremely difficult. He put up a lot of pressure.
Yeah, on all the sides in the center. Yeah, these beautiful knights for the square are there forever for white.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it was actually really hard to find the right setup to defend the d6 and g7 pawn, and I don't know if I would have come up with rook b7, rook d7, king e6, to be honest.
yeah, and it's absolutely not clear what is the best setup. Yeah, because I mean, Engine was not a great fan of b4, but then it proved to be correct. Yeah? And White made this interesting decision to immediately go a4.
Yeah.
And he found the right way with b3, and maybe here some other ways were still possible. Yeah, but it was definitely a very difficult situation that Black was in. But it's still not over. I mean, it's a difficult position, but still you need to break it, yeah? And he has all the time in the world, yeah?
Now he can think for 40 minutes, basically, and his opponent has to stay at the board for the 40 minutes.
He cannot go anywhere.
Yeah, just has to stay there all the time. Now that he put all the pressure, now he just has to find the right plan, and he will execute it again in move by move by move, immediately play that one after another. And yeah.
Yeah, I would assume that knight e3, because knight e3 is just begging to be played.
Yes. You just really want it there.
And you should be able to decide afterwards, but since he didn't go immediately, probably he's thinking how to follow up.
Yeah, he maybe also is considering rook a7, rook b7, rook a8, your plan. This is also an option.
My guess is that he is also just finding already his next move, so that if knight e3, some answer like knight e6, that he can lash out the next move very fast.
Yeah, I would probably go knight e3 because I would do it anyway, no matter if I go rook a7 first or rook a3 first, and then after Black would respond, then I would think.
Yeah, but I think he's trying to make it, let's say, from a practical point, because Black has so little time, so he wants to figure out what is his next move, and then to be able to play 2 moves in a row. Yes. I have the feeling that's what he wants.
No, that's a smart way of playing against somebody that's in time trouble.
Yeah, although I think still the best is you just play normal. You don't look at the time of the opponent. You just pretend that you can play. You try to play your best chess. You're not. I mean, because it can also disturb you when you play on the opponent's time and you make bad decisions because you think he will make some
blunder,
mistake in time trouble, and yeah.
Yeah, you have
I think the best strategy is you just play your chess and you play like your opponent has a lot of time. You take your time and you are not rushing.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I'm usually the one on 30 seconds.
So maybe quick look to some other games, or
we have a draw, on board number 6 as well between Krstic and Vidic. Okay, after the exchange of all the pieces, it was very equal anyway.
Yeah, it was relatively equal, and yeah, maybe things would be a bit different if it wasn't the double round.
Yes, of course.
But this way, both were probably satisfied with their day.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
yeah,
and I saw some devaluation of the computer that was changing here.
Oh.
In that game.
So
because it was at
after
the bottom
Queen
we had
C5, after Queen C5.
We have Queen C5, Queens were exchanged, and
Rook F6. Yeah, this is the most.
AB came, very strong move. Bishop F8 and Rook A8.
Rook A8 apparently being slightly
imprecise, although it looks like very logical. But now, Knight B5 is possible. It's not like Black is better; it's just equal. Yeah.
Yeah, it's equal, but
probably they will. Change here a lot of things.
Yeah. But white had much more in the position than this.
Yeah, white had much more, but now it's settling.
Wait,
It's
so
settling with a safe.
instead of playing rook a8, trying to see what could have been the way to go here.
Bishop d5 looks tempting to do the same, because king g7 looks like a useful move. Yeah.
And here I cannot go knight b5.
What's the difference there? That's a good question.
Yeah, what is the difference?
The difference is bishop e3.
Oh, because then in that situation there was rook f1, because there's rook on a8, and here there's not. Oh, wow. Oh, that's nice.
On the other hand, that's also, exchange sacrifice. That's maybe... I was talking about that. When you get rid of the b-pawn, maybe you're happy with that, but computer's saying white is clearly better. But I would assume that there are some chances to hold also.
Okay, but white does keep the b-pawn.
White is really in a huge fighting mode, yeah?
Yeah.
Saying that keeping the b-pawn playing...
By the way, I checked the age of the birthday boy, so Leonard that we're seeing with the black pieces now, he only turned 13 today.
Only 13, huh?
Such a young player, but looks like he's very confident in his chess already. At only age of 13, already reaching, I think his rating was already 2200, if I believe correctly. Or something close to it at least.
Especially with FIDE rating, they have a...
Yeah, with 40K
K40, where you multiply this expectation with 40. I mean, it goes simply very fast up and down.
Exactly,
And basically, I mean, this K40 means that if you, for some reason, win a game luckily where you're supposed to lose, you're 40 points higher than you would be the other way around. So one lucky turnaround, it's 40 points difference. And if you play a lot, this just is normal to happen. Yeah, one lucky game here or one unlucky game there.
Yeah, that does happen. I just was looking at the camera and I saw a lot of players looking at the game behind Leonard. So I don't know which game that was.
Behind?
Yeah. No.
This one? Or
no, that
front?
one's next to him. No, I think that's behind.
Okay. So in which direction? This
so
one,
Emma's game. So okay, Emma's game was being looked at. Yeah, let's check her.
Yes, what happened to her?
What happened to her?
Good question.
By the way, the question of today was how old is Emma Yaksha, which we interviewed in the morning. So that was the question of round number 2. And also we have a question of round number 3, which you can see on the screen. There's a QR code. You can scan it. And the question is...
How long was the longest game in the tournament so far?
Yeah, we did give you a few hints, mentioned maybe an answer already. So if you listened carefully, you know the answer. If not, you have to do some research.
You can check carefully all games that have been played.
Yes,
will be useful, and you still find out which one was the longest.
Yes, so anybody that participates in this quest of finding the right answer can win a huge prize at the end of the tournament, and it will be chosen randomly. So if you participate, you cannot lose anything, you can only win a huge prize.
Yeah, also you need the right answer. Yeah, it's not just participating, it's not enough. You also need the right answer to have a chance. But you can have up to 9 right answers, so 9 times the chance.
Yes, so it's okay if you miss it once or twice. It's not a big deal. Just participate. Participation is enough, okay? No, okay, in the chess spirit, yeah, winning is always nice, and this is what keeps a lot of players going, the feeling of winning a chess game. So Emma did win very, very nicely in the morning. However,
now something went wrong.
She just resigned the game.
She made a huge blunder.
She just blundered a rook.
It was a bit... This pressure
okay, so first of all, what happened? She started by playing bishop e4, right?
Yeah, she played bishop e4.
And then h6, which is something that I found extremely normal.
And now it's after
c3.
23, and white is spending time for the first time.
Yeah.
First time white used up some time, went c3 here.
Yeah, c3, she did take, which is the best move in the position.
Knight d2.
Yeah.
Now she played bishop c6, which is a bit surprising. Why you wouldn't go back to b7 just to keep the... And actually, okay, it's not yet a threat. I was thinking maybe somewhere rook
Ooh,
h2, but
that
it's
would be
not
fun.
there because the king can escape.
Through g3, yes.
But still, bishop b7 looks like a very logical choice. And she went bishop c6.
Mm-hmm.
And now something bad happened here, yeah? Because she saw that rook a6 doesn't work due to rook g4, king f1 and bishop b5. And now knight f1 came. She took on d4, rook a6 came. And what she missed?
Now she
knight
just...
g3 she must have missed, because she went here. Check. King b7, rook g8, and maybe she thought check and mate. That this doesn't work taking the rook, but once her opponent took the rook, she understood that things went wrong, and because rook g4, knight g3.
Wow.
I see no other reason why she would play bishop b5, yeah?
Yeah, no, definitely she but then she would have started with rook g4, so she maybe just really missed rook a8 check. Could just be that she was looking at other moves, rook moves, and she would have taken bishop f1 and went into the endgame maybe.
Yeah, it's definitely some huge blackout, yeah?
Yeah, just a blackout, yes, probably she was shocked herself to play a move like that.
But definitely, yeah. But okay, sometimes it's like this, yeah?
Yeah, just, things happen like that. It's not the strength of the player. Sometimes it's just, like you said, a blackout.
Yeah, sometimes this happens, and sadly enough, it's probably not the last time it happened in her career. It's just happening to everybody constantly.
But it hurts so much to do these stupid blunders, because they're so unnecessary.
Exactly. Yeah.
They're just so unnecessary. So maybe she just was calculating something and just forgot that the rook was on g8 before, or I don't know. It's hopefully she's not gonna be too disappointed, and she's gonna continue fighting in the next rounds. I'm sure she'll come back, but honestly, after this opening preparation from Peter, it was extremely tough to continue that game.
Yeah, I think also that took a lot of energy from her to make these decisions here and to be under this pressure that the opponent knows everything, and probably that was, she was paying a price by.
Also,
making this blunder,
white is 2 pawns up, which, in my opinion, is how could this be around equal? Also, if she did play the best version.
No, okay, here, the second pawn she didn't have to give. Yeah, if we are at this moment, she could at least play bishop b7, and then it will probably only be 1 pawn up. Very similar line. Might come, and it's only 1 pawn. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Knight f1 taking on d4, yeah.
It's the same line with 1 pawn. Now it's 2 pawns. It's of course white is better, but still it's no need to.
Yeah, there was just something.
There will be still a fight,
yeah.
Because only 1 pawn is a passed pawn. There's a very limited number of pawns at the board, so there's a chance that you will end up in some endgame rook knight against rook or something.
Nice.
Yeah. Another chart, yeah?
Yes, a stockfish just went all over the place at the end. Yeah, bishop b5 was definitely the biggest mistake,
but this is top mistakes in the whole game, yeah? So we just had 2 mistakes.
And one was the very slight one?
And 1 slight one with bishop c6 and 1 with bishop b5, yeah?
Yes, okay.
So 0.40 is the limit, yeah? So there was no other move that crossed this 0.40 from the computer evaluation.
Oh, very good. If you look at White's prep, White really didn't even get a chance to play the game. Isn't that beautiful? You win a few moves after your prep is over, huh?
Yeah, it's nice. It's definitely nice.
Did that happen to you sometimes or often?
It happened from time to time.
That's so nice.
Yeah,
okay.
That's a good thing. It happened to you also?
It did happen a few times, and it's honestly the best feeling because you win and you don't have to spend much energy. But not too often. I wish it happened more often because it's really great. Okay, we can jump to our first boards to see what's happening there. In time trouble, BT is very low, on 6 moves to go, and looks like a lot of pressure.
But hanging on for the moment at least. Not collapsing at the moment. Everything is protected, but he has to make a move.
And also 8 seconds.
But maybe not everything is protected, yeah? Knight d6 is in the air. What happened?
Why is... knight d6 is in there, yeah.
I mean, at least...
I don't see what he moved. Maybe rook c6. Yeah, but now knight d6 will happen, right? Oh, no. Wait, king c1.
Yeah, because knight d6 was plundering mate. He stopped that one.
Nice.
Because knight d6, rook d6, and if we take on c5,
yes.
then rook d1,
Oopsie.
checkmate, and therefore king c1, nicely anticipating that one. Yeah, and
but what
really
is black
no
to do?
hurry to
Yeah. What can black do, really? He went back rook c7.
Yeah, he has to wait. He has to wait, and okay, maybe white should continue playing g4, bringing the king somewhere. I don't know exactly where to bring, but...
Zanas is also looking at the score sheet to see how many moves are yet to be played by his opponent, because he probably does want to put more pressure and not let his opponent play some easy moves.
Yeah, I mean, the best way would be to find the trick where this rook c6, rook c7 would not work.
That would be
So if you
nice.
find that one, it's probably ending the game.
Okay. Do you have any ideas?
I don't know. I mean, g4, to include g4 seems like a move that you should do.
But how does that benefit us in the end game?
h5 is protected. And you only have one weakness on f3 on the king side, so if you bring the king here...
Wouldn't you want to just, bring the king here first
here.
and then, Also, with the inclusion or without the inclusion of g4, just king d2, king e3, and then we go knight d6, right?
Yeah, I think I would include g4. I think it doesn't hurt to have g4.
Okay.
Because you protect this h5. You stop f5. I mean, it seems like such a useful move. And yeah, this is also a rule in such endgames that before you execute this, let's say, striking blow, that you improve your position to the maximum. And like, whatever you can improve, you improve before striking. Especially if you have so much control. Let's see what is happening. But yeah, we cannot really know how long white is. How much time
we
white is
cannot
taking,
predict. Yeah, he can take as much time as he wants to. But I'm sure that Ozran will be very happy when they reach move 40.
Yeah.
So he's able to get some water, maybe some snack, and he'll be happy that he survived so far.
Yeah, it's a very, very unpleasant position. Let's see, second board.
Yes.
What we have there. We left it where we left it. Somewhere in this position, queens were exchanged. Knight b6.
Oh, okay.
And this double pawn is actually quite nice for black.
It's actually very beautiful.
Because you have like threats against the a pawn. This knight can travel there.
No, this is perfect scenario for black.
Yeah. And black is also a lot better, yeah?
Yeah.
And has easy moves to play.
Yeah, looks like this slow strategical game is fitting Nico very well. Meanwhile, it's not maybe in Alyosha's style completely.
Yeah, he definitely also takes advantage of the fact that he had rest in the morning and...
Yes, true. No, very nice.
Yeah, I mean, here's some issues. They're removing the knight. Even knight g8 might be a move just to keep the knight not to be exchanged. Yeah?
That's actually very cute, yes. Yeah.
Okay, third board.
Looks good.
There's some action. What is hanging?
Whoa, okay. This is what I expect from Silva. Was there some knight f5? No, there was something. There was some sacrifice.
Okay, at least.
So let's see what...
At least knight d5 came once, yeah?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. And Yes, e6. Let's go.
Queen d6, and it's a real sacrifice because after ed, bishop d4,
Yeah. Now we're piece down.
we have piece down, and
But yes.
we have no clue what it is. Yeah? Like
However, yeah. What?
I was looking queen e8, looks like a move.
Isn't there knight c6 after queen e8?
Just knight c6, yeah?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is there?
Yeah. Knight c6 is annoying. It's also annoying after queen e7, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. That's after queen e7 was maybe my first thought here. But yes. So I think Silva played something like queen d3 or
Played
something
c3,
like
yeah.
c3. Wow.
And
I
what
mean,
is the
supporting
ancient
his
saying?
pawn. Yeah, let's
c3,
see.
best move, yeah?
0-0. Beautiful.
Professional game. B takes c, takes, and rook d5. Okay, now he protected the d pawn.
As you can see, this game has lots of ups and downs in our top mistakes chart. So all the way from -3.
Yeah, but that's
Minus
usually, I
2.
mean, it just shows that the game is complex. Yeah,
This
it's not
game is very
necessarily a
complex.
sign that the game is bad, that
No,
players
no.
made a mistake. It's usually a sign that game is very, very complex. So,
Especially with sacrifices like this and options of playing knight d5.
but now, isn't white winning a piece back?
So by taking on c6 and playing rook c5 or rook
Yes.
c1, rook c5 is
thought rook
probably
c5.
nicer, yeah. I
That-
guess so.
Yeah,
Yes.
it looks like that white is now definitely in the driver's seat. Yeah? Because I'm also not seeing how I lose this pawn.
You don't
Knight d4.
knight d4. No, okay. Wait. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Can I go?
But
Rook
it was
d1?
definitely blundered, yeah?
Yes, definitely was blundered.
And at least by me, okay.
It
Rook
was blundered,
d1,
but
but
rook
now
d1.
things are going, yeah.
And listen, it's like this d7 pawn is really tough to deal with.
Yeah.
I don't dare to check the evaluation, but
Zeros.
yeah.
And it was sort of the best line, yeah?
It was the best line. We found it
Yeah, by
by some blunders, but okay.
pure luck, yeah? It seems like
That's called experience.
intuition.
Yes, intuition. Yes. But okay, rook c5 apparently was not the best move to go by. So queen c6 actually.
No,
pretty
but rook
performant.
c5 was good, yeah?
Rook c5 was not the best move.
You mean
apparently.
here? Or what?
After queen f6, queen c6. Sorry.
Because here you would take that one, yeah?
Yes.
And now it's equal.
Yeah, and we don't want that.
And here it's white is even pushing a bit, yeah?
Yeah.
And yeah, time is also getting very low.
But wait, in the last few moves, did white have some chance more than this, or was that the maximum that he achieved in the last few moves?
Let's have a look. c3 takes, or you want even to
Yeah,
start early.
perfect. Yeah, rook d5. Yeah, knight c6.
Rook d1. Rook d1.
Rook d1. But I guess knight d8 was probably something that he was avoiding.
Yeah, at least you always have this, I assume. Bishop
Sure.
d6 and
Yes, true.
yeah, sometimes such positions you can play also when with some positional compensation. Just playing natural moves, you don't have to prove like compensation. With some direct threats, you just play good positional moves and yeah. And the pawn on d7 is worth something.
Okay, so let's see what then happened now. Queen c6 is on the board. Knight c6 played by Petar.
And rook c5 will happen.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean it has to happen, no?
No, you could consider also going rook c1.
You
Yeah,
see
rook c5.
c5. And
Yeah.
now I'm curious if knight d4
Is
will
seen.
come a shock or not.
Yes. No, I don't think so. I think you see. Yes, I don't know.
There's some chance that knight d4 was missed.
Yeah, there is some chance. We'll see. We'll stay here on the camera. I think knight d4 is the only move here that makes sense.
Yeah, otherwise, I mean, the d7
Yes.
pawn stays. Okay, he saw knight d4. He's double checking,
Yeah.
triple checking.
Okay, knight d4 plate. Very nice camera view
And
angle
also
again.
with some confidence, he played the move.
Ah, Silva looking
Didn't
before
expect it.
writing down, yeah.
He didn't expect knight d4, yeah?
He looks like, yeah, was not exactly seen.
At least.
Oh, so very nice view. Oh, that's nice. Just players against each other and the board out there, yeah.
Yeah.
He looks to be...
And now he needs to keep his calm.
Yeah, now he should.
Because the problem is, if you go for the first intention to maybe some bishop e5, you run into knight f3.
Yeah, I think rook d1 will be played, or king g2 is too slow, right?
In the engine also gives some move like rook b1, but
Okay, wow.
saying that, okay, you just play on the other side.
No, but the rook b1 makes sense because the threat is actually rook b8 or bishop b8 or something, you know?
Rook b8, okay.
Just like rook followed by rook c8.
Yeah.
Could be. No, it's maybe again too much, but okay.
Yeah, it's definitely it's an interesting position.
Yeah.
But now, if knight d4 was really missed, it's really he should keep his calm and it will not be easy.
Yeah, definitely will not be easy.
And no.
He might spend some time thinking here if he missed the move.
Yeah,
so
he should. Yeah.
As he should. Yes, as he should.
In
So let's quickly check here on the time trouble in board number 1.
there,
'cause they
one
reached-
rook got exchanged, which seems like a huge achievement for black.
They did reach the time control also, by the way, so that's pretty nice.
So here, the king came and black changed his strategy.
Okay, rook a6. Yeah, because yeah, makes sense.
And exchanging that rook and also reaching time control.
Okay, and he still didn't lose the pawn.
At least the first goal is achieved.
It is.
The game continues.
Okay, nice.
But
It's still
this will
winning
be
for
interesting
white, but
because now if he makes another fast move,
yeah.
white, then probably Osren will overstep the time and he will go back to 1 hour.
Yeah. So Zanas would be, with 1 hour, that would be pretty cool, of course, but I don't know if, like, what he played objectively was the best, but the engine still agrees it's +3, so...
Engine gives still huge plus, but it feels like black
feels,
achieved something. Yeah?
Yeah, it really does.
But the problem is that this knight f5 is so annoying that probably even in the pure knight endgame, it will be a lot of suffering because this g7 is
You're right.
eternal weakness.
You're absolutely right.
And the sad part from playing this with black is that there's really so little hope. Yeah, you're defending, and somehow every line that you check, it looks hopeless. Yeah, and that's just such a sad thing. Yeah, like to keep up the, I mean, the defense when everything looks so bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we'll come back to that one.
So Leon must say this was also very positional game. And
Yeah, we didn't follow it, we just basically checked it most of the time, and it always looked good for Leon.
yeah, it was like a sort of a normal game, yeah, like for both sides. And at some point, what?
What?
Bishop f8. No, I just checked if I pressed the right button because I was not sure if I moved forward or backward.
Okay.
Because black went bishop f8,
Okay.
h4 came, and bishop e7 back.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So that's why I was
That's why you were shocked.
hesitant. What is happening? Yeah, did I touch the right? Why is he going bishop f8 and back? Yeah? It makes sense to some degree. Yeah.
He had to play something, you know?
Okay, it changed. Yeah, pawn is on h4.
Yes, that's true.
g5? No g5. King h2.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Because now I like it because knight h7 would stop g5 and attack the pawn on h4. But instead, also tempting d5, inviting a huge mess.
Which, he did turn.
King h1. So white really wants to use the g file.
Okay, yes.
Bishop f4. It's also a move that wouldn't be that easily possible if there was a check.
Yes.
But bishop d6
And so what, yeah?
and white is spending time.
Okay, I mean, it's definitely like tough position, dramatic one.
Yeah. To which game do you want to go? One player from Austria.
Yeah, we can check.
He's pretty far. What happened there? He played this line. Apparently this is also called the Austrian defense, which I didn't know till there were some courses and they called it that.
Oh, they call this Austrian defense.
Apparently, yeah, this is what they call Austrian defense, yeah.
Nice. And I think these are both players who were in the Grandmasters evening last night. I'm sure if we'll get the camera there, we will be able to recognize them, but I think both of them got, I don't know if both of them got their game analyzed, but I think both were present yesterday.
I think with Marco I analyzed.
Yes, you analyzed. It was the first game you analyzed, which was very nice. And Alkan, I think, was just sitting next to you. Okay, let's check what happened. So
now it's some sort of, if e6 it could transpose to some scimitar, if g6 it would transpose to Grünfeld, but black is making nice use of this, going e5.
Yes.
Now white has a protected passed pawn. But black seems to know what he's doing, getting ready for f5 and executing it nicely. Change on d6. Looks like a good game till now from both sides. White seems to be a bit better. Bishop a6. Nice move.
Okay. Playing. Yeah, this bishop pair is potentially
disturbing a bit the coordination. With these rooks, they are not on the, not protecting each other and inviting maybe some tactics somewhere. Okay, and that's the position.
We also have different angle, and we see also a game being recorded. Also a Praznik Anton's game, I think, maybe for Chess Base India.
Yeah, probably Chess Base India.
Yeah.
So maybe we should take a look, because usually if our colleague from Chess Base India puts the camera there, it's for a reason, yeah.
Let's of course we've seen this, so let's just quickly then see what's happening. Oh wow! Wait. That's
so here we stopped when there was some b6.
Yes, when there was b6.
b6, and white for some reason decided not to take, but to attack the rook.
Okay.
Makes also some sense.
Makes some sense, yeah.
Still doesn't take.
And now, we took it, and let's see what happened.
Pinned and a couple of checks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Allowing
these checks
king
are
to go.
Improving the king too much.
Allowing the king to go up. As you can see Praznik Anton not being happy with the player looking at the position. I think this is his grandson actually, looking at the position, and he's just looking at him like, oh, please don't look at this game.
What did I do?
What did I do? Yeah. Oh my God, that's very unfortunate. So in the last 3 moves, where did we go wrong? So King e4 first of all to allow this.
The problem is, let's say the engine says this is the final mistake, but when you have to play this bishop a7 things, you have 1 pawn down, you're already suffering.
Already, yeah.
I assume that here something went wrong in the calculation because, he assumed that he couldn't go with the king any further because otherwise he could grab the pawn here,
Yes.
and not allow the king to march all the way.
Yeah. That was not the best technique by Anton.
Yeah, also I could assume that one day you can also protect that one.
This is what I would have probably done if it would have worked, because I don't want to lose my d pawn for no reason, or exchange it for the h pawn. It's not something I would do.
Yeah, but on the other hand, 1 pawn less on the board, also chances for draw is increasing. Anyway, all this didn't happen, and now the problem is e3 will come.
Yeah.
Rook f7 check, king e1.
King e1.
And the problem is it's too late for counterplay here. Simply king d1. Now the bridge, this is already built. This rook on d5 is nicely shielding against checks. We are forced to attack from behind the pawn, but now queen and it wins the rook, and white is never ever able to push h5 because the rook is covering it nicely.
Yep.
So even if the king was here or I don't know where, very far away, there's no chance to break that one, yeah?
Yeah. No, I'm just... What a turnaround of the game.
Yeah, it's really sad because he played a good game,
Yeah.
but I mean, it was getting somehow worse and worse, all these traits. At some point, changing disadvantage against that one, and slowly it went down, yeah?
Yeah, of course, yeah, after bishop f8 was played or rook f6, there should be a moment to really take in 10-15 minutes and calculate how to win the game.
Yeah, but
But
here he was already probably relatively short on time, or not really? No, not really.
no,
Yeah?
I don't think so.
He had all the time.
He did have some time, yeah. So
And I
it's-
would also assume that here, if I take with the bishop, it should be somewhat easier. Huh?
Yeah, it should be definitely. You still have a bishop pair, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
at least to make a draw, it should be easier. Yeah, PT.
Yeah. See, we can. We can
So
see how did Leo finish the game.
Lev lost the game,
But
unfortunately.
we wanna see how.
Some
double question marks there and there.
colorful
Very
game.
colorful game.
But okay, it's very complicated position.
Yeah, but again, when you do not think about the position, it's hard to to play it.
Yeah, okay. 7
It's
years, so
okay.
still a lot of
Yes,
time to
he's
improve. And he played bishop
very-
rook d5 here, so nice move. He found that one.
Yeah, very nice.
King h8.
And then
Pity, as you said, yeah, like he was for sure hoping for this.
Yeah.
Come.
yes, for sure.
And
Again,
queen c6, yeah.
yeah, attacking the rook.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
Makes sense.
Keeping the rook.
Attacking the bishop. Okay.
But he doesn't want
But
any
no
endgame.
exchanges. No exchanges. We want to win.
And that's exactly now this problem, that just looking for own threats and in the meantime missing the opponents.
Yes. Queen f3. Yeah, and that's
And there's nothing
it.
to do. There's a mate coming. I don't know if queen e3
Maybe
was
queen
played.
e4
queen
was
f1.
played. Or yeah.
This was probably the fastest because I also missed that king cannot go there. I thought I would mate on h3, but it's already made one
yeah,
move
it
before.
is. Yeah.
Yeah, a pity, but still there are 6 rounds left. Some time to recover for him, and then
Absolutely, yes. Definitely very attacking and a dynamic player, Leo, and he's still too young to.
how did the other youngsters play?
Yeah,
that we
let's
saw?
So Praznik Nikolai, so the grandson of Anton and son of Nico, playing on board number 2, looks
What is
to
there?
be in a solid endgame. But
Very solid
yeah,
game, yeah.
you know, all rook endgames are drawn, so that's the goal here.
No, but it's same number of pawns. It's
How is that? How is
played-
that so good for white?
okay. It's slightly better. Yeah, it makes sense that it's slightly better if this pawn on e6. That somehow this
Yeah.
backward pawn.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, a very solid game. Then we had some more youngsters.
Yeah, we have Carlo, Frida,
Carlo's sisters,
Yeah.
siblings.
siblings, yeah, and Edward. Frida at the end drew the game. I
Frida
guess.
made a draw against a very strong opponent.
Yeah.
480 points higher rated, so definitely a success,
Yes,
I
she
would
should
say,
be
from the
happy.
result. And we left it somewhere here in this symmetrical position.
Mhm.
And it looks like an equal endgame. Even here, she didn't want to exchange the queens. Interesting moment.
Oh, really?
Like
Okay.
kids, they don't want to exchange the queens, yeah?
I mean, she saw all her pawns on the
Maybe
queen
she
side were on
felt
white
like there's
squares.
some
So
danger, yeah?
yeah, so she was like, why the necessity to do that? I get it.
Yeah, but also this queen here. I
What
mean,
is-
here you would
Yes.
love to exchange it somehow, but
yes, okay.
Well,
Just
but
solidly.
impressive, huh? Because you said she's quite young.
I think she's 7 or 8. Yeah.
Like this, yeah, even that young.
Yeah.
Because to be able to play this calm waiting move at
Yeah.
that age,
No, I mean
it's quite
they
something, yeah.
they really they work on chess and many other activities, and it's like, you know,
Yeah, but it seems like a very mature thing.
It is
just
very
to-
yeah. She does play
to
very
be-
maturely.
To be
Yeah.
able to, yeah,
I do agree. Yeah.
Because to defend passively and then waiting calmly for the chance for counterattack, and then again immediately going back when it's there.
Wow, beautiful.
Yeah,
Very,
strong
very
game.
nice game.
And her brother,
It's in a tough situation. Very tough
he's a
situation.
rook down, yeah?
How did that happen? Did that happen recently? Or
This afternoon.
okay, thank you for the clarifications.
Recently. Okay, bishop h3. Bishop h3 looks weird because the bishop was so nice here.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. You just want to go knight e5 and take advantage of this diagonal.
Yeah. So bishop h3. Okay, king g2. King is out, but now the bishop is so sad, yeah?
So stuck here, yes.
Could come back to talking to these pieces, but bishop on h3 has nothing nice to say.
No.
But still, yeah, it's not visible how it will cost a rook, but probably the rook will be gone with some discovery here.
Let's see. Show me how it's done.
No, its king went away. Coming.
Ah. Okay.
That was unexpected.
That was very unexpected.
So here was bishop f1.
Oh wow! Because
coming into
you have to return back, and
You
then
have to
bishop.
stay on the d file,
Yeah, and then bishop a6, b5,
here.
b6. Huh?
Yeah, it's also
Also
some
that,
issues
yeah.
everywhere there.
Wow.
Okay, and
And still,
g5, but
oh, okay. G4 was a huge threat, but what could have been done though? Bishop f1 again, huh? But
bishop
g4,
f1 looks possible, yeah.
g4.
But at least it's a piece only, and not a rook, yeah, in the
True.
final.
Yes.
If we're here, I mean, then we have
Rook
some
8.
room. Yeah.
Wow. Actually, bishop from b8 cannot go anywhere
Yeah.
after bishop rook a8.
And okay, also these two are fast. They're almost there. So bishop takes f5. And yeah, I would have never guessed that this was the way how the rook would leave the game. And somehow it's still
unclear.
because the knight will go to d4 in case this pawn is hanging, then this pawn can't be protected, and there are a couple of pawns coming. I mean, this game is not over.
It's true.
This game is not over. Many things can still happen, yeah?
Yeah. No, absolutely.
And
But it did look like it was.
Ellen won.
Okay, so finally first
Because
win
he's
of the
next to
tournament.
and
Kala.
Kala's
Yeah.
siblings.
this-
And
Well, let's see the opening now. We have
yeah,
to
I
see.
mean,
We have to see. Of course. No. Of course.
of course, something crazy, yeah?
Yeah.
We have a king's gambit,
Yes.
queen e6 check, and bishop e2. Calm move. Castle.
Okay. Playing for rook e1, understandable.
And yeah, d4 makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Oh, slowly but surely coming there. A4, very nice.
Yeah, very positional play, and using the chance.
Oof.
Queen h5 is there.
Oof, very nice. Okay, so here was the chance for queen h5, but okay.
Having all the time in the world. Yeah, c3.
Yes.
Why he didn't want queen h5 here?
That's, I don't know.
Yeah,
There.
something we have to ask in the evening.
Yes. Because now, yeah.
Now queen h5.
Now it was time. Okay, sure.
Queen f5, and
Yeah. Let's see.
he found the brilliant move g4.
G4. Yes, it's his move.
Yeah,
It's just his move.
so if
Cannot
takes
take it
then
away
knight
from
g3, and yeah, it's definitely fitting to his style. Yeah.
Yeah, very nice. Okay. And
So
after g4, queen d7 was played.
But
Okay,
now-
now.
Okay, I thought also.
Queen g6, what are you thinking?
I thought queen g6 is also there, but knight f7 is simply better.
Yes, winning some material in the meantime.
Yeah. And here already
Ah, cool.
knight g5 starting.
Wait,
is
what?
collecting
Why not
everything.
knight d6?
I don't know. I just saw knight g5,
Okay.
hg, and bishop f7, rook e8.
Ah, okay,
That was
that's
one
very
line.
nice. Yeah.
But yeah, I assume that here we have like lots of lines, yeah? Oh, this one.
See, this is why not 96. This is why
yeah,
you don't
but
play
I
96.
was lucky because I missed also queen g4 and my knight is protecting, yeah?
Nice.
Yeah, bishop f7 in that sense
That's
was
much
safer.
better.
And
Yeah.
black is still playing
Still,
for this trick, yeah?
queen g4, yeah. Nice. Very smoothly.
And not allowing queen g4. Yeah, nice game.
Yeah.
And let's see what is happening on port 1. They're still going on, and white, black at least managed to get rid of this weakness.
Wait, so how did we get here? Rook d5 was played, rook c5.
King
and
d3.
Yeah.
And a bit as predicted, even in the knight endgame, things are not easy. Because the king is entering and you cannot keep this pawn.
Yeah.
And
That's
now
why g6 had to be played somehow.
g6 and knight h6 was maybe giving some counter chances. Because here it's just an
Yeah,
exchange.
because we don't win anything. So in that scenario, that was not really.
Yeah, if you don't win anything, then at least you would maybe take here. And it's also not that clear.
Yeah.
Because I saw g4, but g4, first of all, there's h5, there's king g5, there's just inviting too much counterplay.
Yeah, the engine would go, I think, knight h4, kind of inviting g takes h5.
Yeah,
and
that's a very deep move. Yeah?
Yeah,
Then you
true.
slowly collect here and you
and
block
the king
everything.
cannot enter,
yeah?
yeah?
And you force black to sacrifice. Yeah?
Exactly, yeah.
That's
actually very beautiful.
nobody has such a good technique, yeah.
Okay, I mean, there are few people out there. Yeah, okay.
Maybe there are some, yeah. So, okay, knight goes back to e3 and threatening knight f5. That was stopped. King b3 and counterplay is coming in. King g5. But yeah, g3 it's stopped, yeah. Before it even starts, it's stopped. I don't see any chances. This is a tough game for PT. Nice game by
Zanas, yeah.
Yeah. No, because I mean he's basically in time trouble. Hold the game. He's under pressure. Hold the game. It's yeah. I mean, and it's even dark, so he cannot see the castle to at least get some relief from that that tough time. What the
Like,
board,
yeah, you're having the worst time and then...
okay, he can see the castle. At least that he can do.
At least look outside and think life can be better.
Thankfully, the castle
yeah.
is
Nice,
lighted.
very nice camera view. Thank you for showing us the light as well.
So there's still something positive about
My God.
the position that
You really
it is in.
think there's no chance? So king g5, g3, h4? You don't
So
think
king
there's any
g5.
You don't think there's
Is
any...
g3, it's also a question if it's needed. Because if
yes.
king f4, knight f1, also everything is stopped.
So
yeah?
just king c4, yeah, okay. Okay, h4, I continue.
Yeah, but you're still not getting
I'm
anywhere,
getting
no?
anywhere, yeah. b4 and h3 doesn't do anything, yeah. Okay, at least I have a pass pawn now.
Yeah, pass pawn. So if I go here, which would look logical, yeah.
Then I would play f5 though.
You would play f5.
Yeah.
So I push.
And let's say e4.
Yeah, but
and
okay, at least you have counterplay here.
I know f4 is not possible. Let's check. Okay.
At
Yeah.
least you have counterplay, yeah? It's not that easy.
No, at least you have to get some counterplay, but yeah, of course, it should be enough for Zanas.
But I think we have to jump back to that game because we never know like when white is moving, yeah? White is moving fast, but then
Yeah.
taking some time.
It's okay. Let's check the other games because
So-
now they reach the time control, and okay, this game has not yet reached the time control.
It has not. No, most of the games have not reached. Only because
No, just
Zanas
wrong.
played faster.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, that looks also like a very technical game, and I'm quite surprised by the evaluation. And the evaluation is not a practical one because this is not equal.
So you're against equality.
No, I mean it's at very least black is more equal than white. I mean, at the very least.
Okay. Fair. Yeah, okay. So apparently, no, I do agree with you, of
Yeah,
course. Black is perfectly fine. But there at some point there was much greater advantage by the engine. So these exchanges that happened, probably engine kind of disagreed with them. Or why didn't we just
He
take
went
the
knight
pawns?
g8.
Oh, beautiful.
A nice move. I like it.
Move of the day? Knight g8.
Already forgot which moves we saw, but it's definitely a nice one, yeah?
Yes.
Took here. Yeah, rook d5
Looked simple.
looked tempting, yeah?
Absolutely, because then also a4 is potentially hanging.
But okay, he wanted to play it safe. It was probably a bit the feeling that
Bit too slow.
he has all the time in the world.
And now this is the situation. Okay,
Yeah, but
king.
it's still hard to believe that this is zeros, yeah? Maybe it was a bit imprecise, not taking on d5. Making this sort of, let's say, automatic move, knight f6.
Mm-hmm.
He made it relatively fast.
Yeah. Yeah, because in that scenario he would have won a pawn, and now he just. Okay, I guess.
And quite an important pawn, yeah?
I guess he didn't like rook b1, yeah. So instead of knight f6, rook d5, rook b1.
Yeah, I guess that must have been the reason. But even in the
Rook
game, he later
c3.
had to give up the b6 pawn, yeah?
Yeah.
So, but some position even here.
This should be.
And
Should be.
yeah, it's a pawn
Should
up,
be
and
fine.
also king can always go here. Actually, the knight on g8 is very good.
Yeah, protecting e7, everything.
Yeah.
True. Okay, yeah. So this is apparently how it should have been played. But yeah, now we have a different situation.
But I would still, I would still bet on Nico in this one.
Yeah.
I think chances to win are pretty high.
Also, in the last endgame he played on round number 1,
Yeah,
he did show some nice technique. Well,
he won worse positions. Yeah.
he won worse positions than this one for sure. Yeah, let's check the board number 3 now. Cause
There's also rook changed.
so no, this is was rook d1 played after knight d4? This is the question
I
here.
don't think so, because how could it be?
I don't know what happened.
So, okay, rook c5, knight d4, rook d1 happened.
Okay.
Bishop b4,
Yes.
rook d5.
Okay.
Not
Good.
a mistake yet. Although rook c4 looks also very tempting.
Very tempting. Very, very
So
tempting.
now d8 queen.
No, that was not played.
It looks like a blackout, yeah? f4? What is f4?
Yeah, what is f4?
It's the idea that knight c7, d8 queen, or?
Yes, I guess so.
But yeah, again, then why not d8 immediately, yeah? But okay, this would be just equal, because you take with the knight and
And you play this endgame with equal pawns. It's not
equal
like
pawns, equal pieces, yeah?
f4 is
So
yeah,
f4,
very.
it's a creative
interesting.
move, yeah?
And black responded with bishop e7. Probably,
Also, I like
right?
this fighting spirit, yeah? Like 5 minutes left and you're thinking about d8, but no, let's continue to do some weird stuff. And now
Okay.
d8 is covered.
Yeah.
And somehow this dance of bishops, following each other, but unfortunately there was this check, yeah? No, but here, knight f4. Knight f4 looks strong. Returning with the knight back
Yeah.
to e6. And now there's full control, and slowly black can take this pawn on d7,
Yes.
step by step. So bishop e6 and b7, okay. Still it's bishop c5 is still there. Because you cannot take it due to d8. And it was taken here.
Okay. Wait.
And but even here,
Bishop e7 was played, right?
bishop e7 was played. But the problem is that bishop c7, bishop f6 is coming. And bishop e7,
Bishop b6.
bishop b6, yeah. And now it's continued, but
Just a
rook
rook down.
a7 would be the cleanest, giving back a piece, but liquidating to a completely winning endgame.
Well, what a dramatic game.
Yeah, that was. So
Okay.
maybe we can take a look how is the other position with the rook
Let's
down.
do that.
This rook down was reminding me of somewhere down.
Where were we though?
Here.
Mhm.
Color.
Yeah. Okay.
Exchange. Also
So
some
see, there
things are
were
happening.
yeah. So we left it around much
So we
further than this.
much further. Bishop f5, take, take.
Yeah. So we won some pawns and
We left
around
it
here. Yes.
Black found the only move here, rook a3.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
And again the most precise.
Yeah. Wow. Nice.
Knight to c6 and a7. Takes, takes. That would be a beautiful move also, rook c5, just to cut the knight.
It would.
I mean, it will only be small improvement because you forced king d4. This was good enough. But I would say it's still not completely over. I mean, Black played very convincingly in this endgame, so there's not much.
But I can never really promote this pawn. So then, or do you think you can?
No, you cannot promote
So
the pawn, but
then-
maybe one day you will take the h pawn, yeah?
Okay. So king f5 will probably be played, and
Yeah. And maybe it will be rook versus rook and knight. Rook against knight, yeah?
Okay, interesting.
So did we forget anybody from our players that we saw? We can also open up a new one.
Yeah, let's go.
Which one?
So can we just check Leon's game on board number
Yeah.
4, just because we think we left it for some time, and
Yeah,
it was kind of dramatic.
It was an interesting game, yeah? So we left somewhere here.
Yeah, around bishop
Bishop
f4,
d6.
bishop d6. This is where we left it.
Now
Yeah.
knight e4 came.
Oof.
Knight takes e4 was a very strong move. Bishop
Yes.
takes e4.
And now looks like this rook on e8 should do something, right? Or oh, could we?
Yeah, there's this mixture between this bishop and this rook. It's
Yeah,
definitely asking for trouble.
I want to play knight g4.
And rook e4 and knight f2.
Yeah.
So in an ideal world, something like this would happen.
No, of
knight
course there is
f2.
inclusion of bishop d6. Yeah, that would be ideal, of course.
But the problem is once the your point was here queen d6 or no? What?
I still wanted to go rook e4. Because
But
in
your
case
queen
of
is also
bishop
hanging.
c7, there's rook e2, and then I'm threatening knight f2, winning the rook exchange.
Yeah.
Also, the bishop, but of course that's not the way
That's
to
the
go.
move
The
order,
problem
that's
is,
the problem,
yeah,
yeah.
problem is that queen e4 would run.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
too.
But
too
it looked,
beautiful. There's
it
no,
looked like it should be something like this, you know.
like you mentioned some prices today, but there's no beauty price, yeah, like for the best game or something.
No,
So
I
no
don't
need
think
for
so.
knight g4.
Okay. Fair.
If this price is not there, we cannot. What else we have? Is queen c4 move? Also attacking a lot, yeah.
I mean, queen c4. Ugh, do we have to calculate it?
No, I don't know. I mean, the best move was knight c4. This was what Engine is saying,
Yeah.
which is not obvious.
No.
But also, I thought queen c4 has some point.
You check. Yeah, see, not.
Simply
What does the
knight
engine
c3,
say?
yeah,
Yeah.
protecting, and now knight g4. But yeah, zeros. But I like knight g6. The move he played, it at least practically this is not easy. And yeah, knight to f4. No, there's just praise for the way Leon is playing this.
Mm-hmm.
And now knight h3, knight g5, yeah. Everything is working well together, yeah. And now rook c3 is also in the air. e4 is hanging.
Mm-hmm. Looks like Leon's back in the driver's seat
Yeah,
after this maneuvering.
it looks like he's going to win that one. What are we having here? Another knight. Today it's knight on f5, yeah?
Oh wow,
This
and also
is-
very similar structure to board number 1 somehow.
Yeah, maybe we check that one out first because they have so little time.
Yeah, they did run into this endgame now, and okay, knight came to c5, d4 is hanging. How did we get to this?
king g5, and
we went to d2 with the king, and now
but the engine is saying now that black is
in case of king e4, it's draw. What?
king e4 is draw. b4 and f5.
Wow. Oh, this endgames.
And knight c5 immediately was also a move, which looks weird to run into b4, but bring the knight to d7.
Okay, this is very.
But I can understand that you don't want your knight to be stuck on b7.
Knight c5 makes so much sense, actually.
Yeah, because usually, I mean, there's this saying that the knight on the rim, it's dim, that because it has only 3 squares, but actually b7, it's also only 3 squares. So it's basically like on the rim,
Yeah.
And now 2 of them are taken, so there's only d8 remaining. It's understandable you don't want your knight to get stuck there, yeah? And still a lot of time pressure, yeah? But at least he had a chance, yeah?
He did have a chance.
Maybe he will get another one.
No, there's always a possibility that this would end in something else than a win by white.
Okay, a win by black, it's very unlikely, yeah?
That would be a shock. But a draw in an endgame...
A draw can happen,
Could be possible. Okay.
And Nico, it's still engine is giving equality.
Yeah, and also Kibar Alyosha was down to 7 seconds when he made his last move, and they have 6 moves to go, right?
7 seconds, yeah.
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 You never run. You never, when you were younger, or when you said you liked time trouble before, or you were time trouble.
I never liked time trouble, but I was more relaxed about it. Yeah, like I think it's. I don't know that if anybody likes to be in time trouble really, but there are some people who just are not bothered by it too much. Yeah.
Fair.
And they don't feel like it's an issue to move every move there with a few seconds. And now I wouldn't feel too comfortable anymore to do that.
Okay, so after king e3, how are we approaching this with black? It's not easy, yeah?
Things have been easier. g5?
Immediately, okay.
No, maybe not immediately, maybe slowly
with h6, yeah?
But let's say g5 being the plan.
But can I go h4 though? And on g5 I take with the f pawn, and then I have a passer.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, I don't like it that you have too much counterplay. I thought I have a free hand here. No. But it's not happening.
Nope, I do have to do something.
Because if e5, which also looked tempting somehow, I thought you would go g5 here.
Yeah.
Drive the king back somewhere and then take on e5, and once again f7 is weak and it's tough to...
But e4 is a threat, so you have to move the king now, and then e4 is coming anyway, yeah?
Yeah, but then, I mean...
Yeah,
also the knight is not stable. It's not like... At first sight it looked like here that black should be able to just improve the position, and like white is forced to stay passive and will not get counterplay. And now it looks like it's not easy to improve the position without giving a lot of counterplay. Yeah, here things didn't go in that way.
Yeah. Okay.
Then we had this game still left.
Oh, okay. This one will go on for so long.
Fighting for the longest game.
Might be. We might need to change an answer for today's question.
Let's see what happens.
See what happens.
But still, they have a lot of moves to make.
Lots of moves to make.
And then also this game, we could take a look. What is happening here? Also huge time trouble.
I did actually talk to Adam before the game.
Yeah.
Before the stream started, he was very happy to talk to me. Yeah, he did come last minute kind of, because he did win a prize through Lake Chess qualifiers. He said he's never seen an event like this, so he just participated. And yeah, when he kind of won a prize, he was very happy to come here. And he's really enjoying the tournament, even though the first round was not great. And yes, we can see him right here on board number 13. He realized that his chess is not great, but it's, he's studying, I think he said, so it's not his main profession or life. So it's just he's trying to enjoy it as much as he can.
Yeah, great. But he wants some package, yeah? Which package? We don't know exactly.
We don't know
But
exactly.
maybe he will join us for the Grandmasters evening.
He could, yeah.
That's...
And yeah, what...
maybe otherwise we have him in the stream one day.
One day
so
for
what
sure,
is happening here, it looks like a draw. Yeah, it's white to move. White took the pawn. No, white didn't take the pawn.
Oh, I take the pawn when you can go rook c7. No, I would take the pawn first because also a7 is hanging in that case.
But that's really international tournament. Yeah, this is flag from...
Is it Australia or New Zealand?
My feeling was New Zealand, but I was also hesitant to
To say it,
to say something there, to be wrong. But in any case, it's nice pairing to show the how international it is. Rook f7 and draw. That's a professional draw.
And player with white pieces seems kind of upset.
Yeah, he seems upset.
Kelvin, he's
So
like,
what
how did I mess this up? Let's see.
It looks like white had a good position at some point,
but was it that good?
Maybe it wasn't that good.
Or maybe it was.
Yeah.
Okay, so this looks unpleasant for black, definitely. And then just exchanging the queens.
And exchanging the queens, and now they are about to repeat the moves,
Yeah.
Black is happy to have survived this one, and it will be a draw.
Nice.
Also on what is happening on third?
On which one third?
Leon won so quickly.
Okay, how did win so quickly?
Okay, this is a draw, so we go to Leon to see.
Oh.
Knight g5 and queen f4 came, and now simple two-move tactic. Knight e4, queen h1.
Yeah.
Taking the piece. Yeah, 2.5 out of 3.
Very smoothly cruising through this tournament in style. Slow strategic play and playing his positions.
Yeah, and he had 3 Sicilians till now. He once played today Najdov, then in the morning he was white in Sveshnikov, and first round it was some sort of Rosolimo, or Rosolimo.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, just very nice play, very smooth.
Theme tournament, and what's happening? That's a bit similar to the line that we predicted, just with h-pawns on the board.
Yeah.
But the problem is this rook on p6 coming to f6. And this is source of counterplay, You see them analyzing.
That's very nice of them to discuss the game already at the board. And also we can see the players next to them, the Austrian player shaking his head for some reason. We can also maybe jump to that queen endgame very quickly.
It's on higher board here.
Yeah.
He blundered the pawn on a5.
Might have been
maybe it's not that terrible.
Maybe it's not so bad. But he was very unhappy.
Yeah, he played a5 and now he allowed this queen c8 check and queen f5. So he blundered that pawn, but the engine is saying nothing happened yet.
There's no...
But yeah, I'm not...
It's not... Like, how am I with black pieces supposed to give...
but he went fast queen p2. It's no need.
No need for
no need for fast play. It's move 42. Take your time now.
Yeah, no, they should take their time and think.
No, especially after such a blunder.
Yeah,
like
you
it
have
happened,
to
you need to you need some time to recover, to get back.
Yeah. Okay, well, just notice that, but that's very nice that the players, of course, discuss the game.
This one we will have for a longer period, a longer time. It will stay with us. Yeah, here.
No, that's gonna be very tough to hold, even if we win the pawn. In general, it's
okay. What if you win the pawn? It will be not a difficult draw, no?
I guess, but we're not gonna lose it.
I mean, if you win the pawn, the only thing that you have to do is keep the knight next to the king and don't go in the corner with the king.
Yeah.
Or with the knight.
It can be tricky though.
Yeah, but it's
a bit.
It's relatively simple, I think, because you cannot do much wrong. You just keep the knight next to the king and don't go to the corner.
Blunder. We've seen worse blunders, but okay. Yeah, it's should be fairly simple. But yeah, the pawn is there, and that's important.
That's the main issue.
Okay, what else do we have going on? Then board number 1.
Board number 1 will end now.
No, because after
Overstepping the time, yeah? And he missed it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he did lose on time, but also yeah, king c6.
But
Actually,
he seemed very sad, yeah? I mean, it was not on purpose, yeah?
To resign, yeah. I think he's telling him what I've been telling you, like how can you play? Why don't you write a move down first?
You think, yeah?
I think so. I think he's upset. I don't know. He looks upset, right? Like, how can you play immediately? You know, write the move down, yeah. Like, yeah, I think he's talking about that. See, this is what I mean. This is what I mean.
It's.
I would want to know. So we don't have microphones, I guess, in the cameras inside, but it would be funny to know what they're talking about, right?
Okay, leave them some privacy.
No,
like, I mean,
we
have
want to
cameras
know.
from all angles, and now
Yeah,
you
but
also want microphones.
yes, of course.
But yeah, he's unhappy. He's definitely unhappy.
He seems very upset, but maybe not even by his game as much as the way that his opponent play against
Okay,
him.
mainly it's the game. Yeah?
Probably,
Usually
yeah.
you're upset at such things when the game goes badly. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that was.
So what happened here? Also black one. Yeah, this was the third board.
Yeah, that
no
was
surprise.
That was not.
Here was
But
an end.
That's a big surprise because that means that
Oh.
Gazic Petar is on 3 out of 3, and he's 1900 rated.
Yeah, and he had a nice. I mean, he finished with style. Yeah.
Style?
So rook c8, he took on d7,
Just like
protecting
beautiful.
the rook like
Yeah.
this, and
Very nice.
then it was enough for white.
Okay.
And Nico won a piece, but it might not be enough.
Really? Because there's king. Why is there that not enough? King d4, e takes d3. And
So
can I not go king c5?
Take, king c5.
Yeah, can I do that?
Can I?
And rook f7, rook f1, yeah.
Where's it? Okay, rook h3, taking that one.
But here I would go d6, maybe, no?
And if this one is taken, I mean,
King b6. Sorry, maybe I'm just playing a bit too much after king c8.
yeah, it's still fine, but it's.
Yeah, maybe I don't need to play like this, honestly.
But okay, it's move 40. So
Now they're thinking, of course.
now, I mean, the sensible reaction is to spend all your 15 minutes on the next move to find out what is happening.
And do you think
No,
he
but at
blundered
least
d4?
sometime.
Did he blunder d4?
I don't know. I mean, he played rook b6 check, and so. is
Because
there,
he could
let's
have
say-
played, yeah, rook b5.
But
right?
then b6.
Ah, b6, okay.
So definitely it was a sort of a difficult decision, and he had to make it with seconds. Yeah, rook b5 was played with 4 seconds on the clock,
Yeah,
and this one with 10 seconds, and this one again with 10. Yeah.
yeah.
And
Okay, and he played king d4 immediately as well in this position.
Immediately, yeah, 4 minutes. So he spent some time. yeah.
Okay, yeah, not like immediately since we saw the position, but of
Yeah,
course
yeah,
he did spend
we
some
were
time.
a bit late. Yeah.
No, yeah, I was wondering like if he just blundered it, but we came kind of late, so we don't know if he was shaking his head or not after d4. Okay,
They're both trying to make up their mind. Maybe we take a look at.
quickly to see what's happening still in our playing hall.
This game also finished fast. That was a surprise because
Oh.
the end game looked like very equal most of the time. The knight came to f5, and when knight went to f5, it looked like. But a5, a4 was a nice attacking play. And now where can the king hide? Cannot go on c1. Beautiful mate, these rooks are covering both files. And so where's the king going? Yeah, if the king goes to a1, then the rook a7. Again, you cannot stop the mate. he played rook e2, but
Yeah.
knight d5, and if king a2, knight c3,
Yeah.
rook a1.
Just
It
nice.
was a
Very
nice attacking endgame. Attacking in the endgame, yeah?
Yeah, very nice. Very nice play by Zuzek Bar. Actually, looks pretty smooth.
Yeah, this was very strong.
Yeah.
Congratulations to him. But I wanted to see the game of Mare because she was already playing some world's endgame, holding
Yes.
her own in the morning. And today she knows in the afternoon she got this extra time because she kept on blitzing. And again, it's a world's endgame, but it's not like without chances because all the time when king c5 comes, there is rook b3.
There's
so
some
white
chances.
needs to be a bit careful at least to maybe start with g4 or something, but yeah.
I agree. Okay, but this
There are some chances to hold that endgame.
Yes, definitely some chances here. Let's see if board number 9 maybe, just to see.
9? Yeah, we didn't see that at all.
The position, but this looks like
yeah,
like
it looks like
too many pawns.
not all rook endgames are drawn. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one looks tough.
This one should be somehow in the win for black.
Yeah, it looks like black will keep these 2 pawns because if we take here and we take on g6, then rook h4 and 2 pawns are too much.
Yeah. Agreed.
Then the next game that's running is
this queen endgame, yes.
But here it's funny because none of the players dare to overstep the time.
Did somebody overstep the time? No.
No, nobody dared yet.
Yeah, nobody dared yet.
So
some people just finding out if there is another time control after they lose on time.
And amazing that Prasnik Nikolai, he's also still playing, yeah? He's playing such a long game. I don't know what is his age, also something we should check for the next.
Yes, we will check it definitely.
Next time.
But looks like, his coaches are just, very strategic, very, players with ideas.
Yeah,
more than execution, So it's just like slowly maneuvering your pieces into their best squares.
Just a very, very long game, and
the queen endgames are always tough, so I don't know what's gonna happen here. Will Maya manage to win this or not? Who knows?
Yeah, this is really very tricky, all these queen endgames.
Yeah, okay. Is there anything? There are not a lot of games left, right? Or
this also black just executed nicely. Brought the king there, cut the opponent's king, and is ready to push the h pawn. Yeah, very nice conversion. I don't expect something happening here.
No, me neither.
And then we have basically, port number 2. Actually, it looks like the round is about to finish a bit earlier today. Yeah. Which is also not too bad.
No, it's not too bad. I mean, it seems like all the players are also kind of exhausting. Maybe I would just like to see the view of the playing hall to see how many players are still even playing or are there. Nice. And we see a resignation.
Empty.
It looks empty, and we just saw resignation here. I think it was board number 20. So players are finishing their game. Yeah, not lots of players left. I think on board number 2, the game is the most interesting so far of what we've seen.
Yeah, and this will take some time on board number 2.
A very nice view, very nice view. And we can see Edvard Kaloch actually playing also a young player. So on board 28, and Frida, his sister, waiting for him.
His sister is waiting for him, checking out. But the king, it's not cut anymore.
Yeah,
he will put up some
fight. He will. Yeah. Nice, nice zooming in. Yeah, the king is not cut anymore. We're gonna see what's gonna happen, but mostly it's gonna be tough not to win this, I think.
It's a little time,
Yeah, of course.
There are worse upsets.
Yeah.
Maybe we take a look at the results of the round.
Let's do that.
See how the favorites were doing. In the morning, favorites did well, but Okay, first board we can hardly call anybody a favorite. It's just very...
Yes. It was a very tough match because Zanas looked like extremely well prepared with his h4 a3 plan, and BT Ozern just literally ran out of time at the end. But the whole game he was put under time pressure, positional pressure. So I think that was a fair result for the board number 1.
Yeah. But then if we look down already on third board, it's Peter Gasic. He's now with 3 out of 3, yeah?
If that's
so
correct.
that will be maybe the...
Pairing of tomorrow?
Maybe tomorrow's pairing, yeah?
Oh, that would be
On
very
the first
exciting
board.
to see. Yeah. Because Peter, has been playing quite well so far, and we'll see. Leon Mazi also on board number 4, convincingly slowly in his style, beating Max Demschar. And also Bor Zuzek beating Dick de Graaf. That was also a very beautiful game.
Yeah, that was also a convincing one. Then 2 quick draws in the middle, relatively quick
Fair.
draws.
We accept that today.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can
3
see the
out of 3.
standings as well. Yes, Anas and Petar are actually on 3 out of 3. Yes, and maybe we'll see. Depends on board
Alyosha
number
has some chances, yeah, to
Yeah.
also go on 3 out of 3 theoretical. I mean, the end game is worse, but maybe Nico could overpress, yeah, somehow.
No, anything could happen, of course, but I don't expect. I don't know. I feel like. I think he. When you have a pawn on c2.
But actually, he can win a piece. I mean, now when looking at the position, he can play knight d7, attacking
That's
the rook.
true. That's true. And after rook f7, yeah. Or
After rook f7,
we
he
just
can
take, and take
But
back.
there's also, I mean, to consider d6
Yes,
because
of
the
course.
king has to go and to give the exchange. It's also a possibility.
Okay, you convinced me. Anything can happen here.
I mean, there simply things could go wrong, yeah?
Yeah.
Which would be, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, no, anything can happen here.
anything can happen, but somehow I would feel sad for black having such control, and now all of a sudden all 3 results are possible. But that's how it is. Yeah?
That's how
Sometimes there are
chess is,
these
yeah.
turnarounds. Yeah?
No, immediately there, when some counterplay comes, anything could happen, and it's very easy to allow counterplay because precision is hard thing to do in chess. But we see knight d7. Wait, he played knight d7, and Alyosha looking at him.
What?
I don't
Was there
know.
a draw for
Yeah,
now?
that's the question. Was there? No, he wouldn't play knight d7 and offer a draw. If you want to draw, you take on d3, right? Or not?
Yeah. I would assume that you...
I don't know. Yeah, he maybe.
But actually, Mamecharov, he is offering those sorts of draws. He
Yes.
would offer in like completely weird positions, yeah, when it's very hard to evaluate who is better and something, and even time trouble and complex, he would just offer draw, yeah. He has a couple of games like this.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
So there are some players who do it, yeah.
Yes.
But I would be too afraid that I would offer draw in a good position or in a winning position, yeah, because somehow the positions it's hard to evaluate, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And it could be just a chance missed here, but maybe just
But a feeling it would probably not be the worst moment to get this draw. But I think it wasn't an offer.
I don't
Now
think there
it's
was an
just
offer, yeah.
important after hope for 95 check. That's something typical that could happen after a long day.
Yes, it's true. But Nico didn't have a long day because
You don't know what he did, yeah.
That's true.
Maybe it was worse than
maybe it
playing,
was worse
yeah?
than playing game of chess. Okay.
And now trying to get 95, but yeah,
Correct.
that would be sad thing to happen.
Yeah. No. I don't think so. But
So if he doesn't move within 1 second or something, I think it will not happen, yeah? It's just if you move too quickly, then something like this could happen.
for sure. Do you expect King d6 maybe? King d6, rook h7, and
But,
knight c5.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, you want to go rook h7 here?
No, that's. I mean, if I
Because
have
if
ability to grab a pawn, this.
Now you're finally threatening also something.
Yeah, no, I actually threatened rook d3.
But here I was scared that I was mated, but you have still this one, yeah?
Yeah, I think it's livable, survivable. But you're again living on a thin line, yeah?
Yeah, you're
very
playing
thin
with
line.
fire here.
No, I wouldn't want to take, but somehow... Oh, b6 played, actually.
Here c5, you would lose the piece, yeah?
No.
It's still a draw, most likely, yeah?
Really? Oh, that's so sad.
But he played b6, yeah?
Yeah, that's smart.
Rook h7, and now king d6. Yeah, that one is... I like it more.
Yeah, that's
I
good.
still would
Yeah,
think
good
that
job.
black has good chances here.
Yeah, I think, yeah. Because also now knight e5 is possible, because c5 is protected, so it's okay.
Yeah, maybe we take one quick look at all the remaining games, like very short, and then we prepare ourselves for the Grandmaster evening, yeah? Because it's a long day. So board 8, what is happening in this endgame? Black is fighting.
Yeah, but these two pawns look very dangerous, and some high valuation looks like white should win this, even though, of course, it's...
Yeah, some chances. And she held one draw already today, so...
Yes.
somehow-
Could be again, could be a draw, could be a white winning. It's...
Yeah.
It's
My guess is
interesting.
it's a draw, this one.
Okay, no, I will take the win for white. And then tomorrow we'll compare.
Compare who was worse.
compare.
Here I take win for black, so what you choose?
Okay, it's clearly a draw. What do you mean? It's a rook endgame.
Okay, that was unfair to take away that one. So here,
Okay, this one though,
This one is closer.
this one is closer. Will white win or will there be a draw? So
so how many checks in a row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, already 10 checks in a row, yeah? That's a lot, so it should be a draw.
then I'll take the win for white.
If you gave 10 checks in a row, it should be a draw. Some rule like this, no?
No, what do you
It's a
mean?
lot, yeah? It's
But
really
this-
something.
The king came from f to all the way to b6. Of course, he got checked all the way there. We
Yeah?
won it safely before the a pawn, and then we moved the
But
queen.
why is there a rule like this? I mean, 50 moves rule, so at
just
least 20 checks in a row, it's a
20
draw,
checks
something
in a
like this, yeah? At least some number. I mean, we can talk about the number, but
Actually,
there should
that-
be something,
Actually,
yeah?
that's fun.
Because
fun thing
why
to
50
consider.
moves?
Yeah, why?
No
Who
pawn?
thought of it? Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
that's equally random as 20 checks, no?
yes. You have a point. You have a point there.
Try to feed, yeah?
Okay.
Would be the blade rule then, yeah?
Blade roll, nice. Yeah.
To promote it that way, yeah?
We'll see what we can do.
So we have this one. This somehow escaped our attention for a long time.
Yeah.
Many things are possible here.
Okay, this again can be white king is quite kind of open, so feel like that black is perfectly fine.
Yeah, black is definitely doing good, yeah? Black is, what, one pawn up and having attack. Good combination. Of So here, exchange. But again, a lot of threats, yeah? That also looks difficult to defend.
Yes.
Because it's not clear what white is hoping for. Because endgame is bad.
Yes.
And with queens, it's also scary.
Yes. Yes.
So we have that one. I don't
You
know
have a
what to
knight.
make. Yeah.
You have a knight.
It's same number of pawns. I thought
Yeah, it
I
was.
missed this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
So yeah, with same number of pawns,
Which
there's a good chance to make a draw, yeah?
there's some chances, but like this bishop it's very annoying for the king. But
Yeah, but also there's a, let's say, one perpetual
Yeah.
looming one day.
one
mean,
day.
If the queen is not covering it anymore, but it's simply in the air and could be the end.
Mhm.
Then we have this one. Yeah, which will not be an easy. This one, yeah, I would also, I don't know
Huh?
if I would pretend take the draw. I'm taking all the draws.
You would here this. You think this one will finish in a draw? Wow.
No, I'm
And
reluctant.
and we can actually see Edward Kalloch is born in 2015, so he is only 11, if maybe not yet, 11 years old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2015. So it's his. Yeah, he will turn 11 or is 11 in this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, the knight is away there are too many problems. Yeah,
Too many problems. Yeah, no.
I cannot go with that one. And this we also didn't see, but it's also
didn't
many
watch
pawns
it,
up
yeah.
for Anna. So
Yeah, again, we'll go on for some time, but looks like, of course, black is great.
and then we have
And
Nikolai.
yeah, so basically, Anton Praznik was the first one to finish out of the family members, and look at him waiting at his own board for his son and his grandson.
Yeah, but he played a very long game. Just his opponent played fast.
Yes, just opponent was very, very fast. So now he's stuck waiting and looking at the position, but it's very nice that we have the screen so that he can just look from far away.
He can just sit and watch the screen and see there the game, yeah?
Yeah.
And now he gets up.
Now he has
just
to
on
look
the
closer.
shutter command.
He's just like, wait, let me check what's happening. I didn't see. Yeah, of course he wants to see the game from the human perspective.
Yeah, just to
old
take
style.
a look from there also, yeah?
And yes, definitely makes sense. This we will check the game before we finish off the stream, because that's must be the most important game right now.
Yeah, and then we take one more look at it.
Yes.
So where is it?
Just
what
like
happened?
quickly,
so I assume knight e5 should be the point, yeah?
Yeah, knight
to
e5.
protect the cheap pawn,
and then I don't know how exactly white responds to that.
Apparently only move is king e4, which
it makes sense, yeah, because in case of rook d3, there's rook g6 or not.
Yeah, rook g6
is there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. At least I still see something and not blunder anything from time to time.
So it was really his idea to go king e4 here.
I mean, it's pretty nice, but the black has nothing else to do. He has to go for that.
No, but the problem is, once you go knight e4 and king e4 comes, how will you react to that one? Maybe rook a2, rook a1. You can do something, yeah? Not to lose the game. Not to be in any danger. Why
can I not go knight d3? You think it's too risky?
No, but I think rook a1 is a very nice move, no? Because the only move I would be scared of is d4.
Yes.
But that I saw that it's not really working, yeah? I mean, at least I collect something.
Yes, okay, correct.
Also not that fast.
Correct. Yeah, rook a1 would be nice. Yeah, knight e5 will be played, but this
knight
game
e5
against...
should be played. There still things can happen, yeah?
They can really happen, yes. Okay.
Yeah, some interesting things. A long day, but time flew by quickly, yeah? It was entertaining as every day, and probably, what was our question of the day? Of the round.
We had two questions today because we had two rounds. The first one was, of course, how old is Emma Yaksha? And the second one was, what was the longest game by moves, not by time, so far in this chess tournament? We did mention it in this stream, so just scan the QR code and then you will be, if you, of course, answer correctly, be able to win a big package for the, like a gold package, silver package. We don't know yet. But we will think of something big.
But it will be a package. You will be here next year with us, hopefully there. And
And yes, even if you participate only once, you can win something. But more than once will give you more chances at the end of the tournament to get the prize. So this round number 3 has been also extremely exciting. Thank you, everybody, for sticking with us. And see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, there's only one round starting at 4:30.
See you tomorrow.
skin.